it daily around here. Made the president, ain't no aid around here. Change never came, change over change. Shots fired, homie, gang, gang, gang. Every day about the same thing. Raindrops on my window pane, then no teardrops from my city pain. Cracks in the pave, rats in the maze. This is the land of the heartless. Pops gone, we're not legit. Police bring us no peace. Till that we are just a target. We're from struggling day to day to pay the bills. Trust none, who gon' keep it real? Always the closest nigga to a nigga that'll do it, nigga. That's why we stay packing for real. That's why I stay moving. Cold word, new house. Found a new route, or we let them things rain like a new spouse. Streets calling, ballin' George Bush, trying to match the profit Papa George took. Do on the others, that's to do to you. I quoted this from the Lord's book. Adolescent stress and peasant scheme. Malcolm told me about any means. Mama told me to speak it to existence. You are now in presence of a fucking king. Lord, I just see my back to the wall. Now so many gas to the calls. Pause, silence for them all. But they cannot silence the call. They cannot silence us all.
Talk about retired. We want
the cash or break the bank. Disrespectful with money. How the rubber band smacking Ben Franklin face. Trying to take mine to say your grace. The too heavy, so I walk light on one side of my leg like I got on an ankle brace. Fuck friends, follow the campaign. Course plug in, just now fuck what it was then. I'm in these streets, I'm dug in. These niggas in their feelings. Guess the molly water rubbed in. You been ballin' in this game a while. Better tell coach bring your sub in. Game time decision, that's how I aim my precision. I'm the same guy with a trained eye with game tie business. Some of the same guys that slang pies, the same guys snitching. Me a mold cloth cut, so to be the same guys get it. He got caught with some yay in the cake, but he ain't been to the feds yet. The feds promised him tons of coke, but he ain't checked no bread yet. Shoulda knew something was funny about him. Shipping shit through FedEx. We catch him flicking down our block, gon' put something through his head rest.
I'm cultivated, highly motivated to educate these dumbed down niggas and elevate them. And information disseminated, intentionally to relegate them. No heaven lobbies, we are God body. Melanated, the truth is on the tongue of an alligator. Reach my palm towards it, give an arm for it. We suited and booted. No time for it. Prepared niggas, scared niggas, a dead nigga ain't got no time for it. Revolution is evolution. Get a line for it. Grab your backbone, we back on. Straighten your spine cord. My people's on the cusp. Musically in the rut. Saturated with ignorance, content with turning up. They degrade us and learners, imitate us and burn us. Brought us murderers and killers, then lock us for the burners. Dug up the plot, then gave us the boxes for the murder. The attack on manhood gotta be answered. And drugging niggas and influencers spread through the game of cancer. We end up 10 boots, white tee and my jogging pants. Skinny jeans, leggings, dresses, not a chance. I'm a grown-ass man. Fuck is wrong with hip-hop? That's why I fuck with these so-called tough niggas. Ownership over money. Let's regain control from all these fuck niggas. Let's go.
Yo. What's up? What's up? What's good, people? Man, hope y'all doing good, man. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today, man. Hold on. I think I might have to hold on. Hold on, let me see something.
Yeah, nigga, you better be glad you ain't pick up this motherfucking phone, nigga. I know you doing that motherfucking show, nigga, cause I swear to God, if you would've picked up this phone, I would cuss all you niggas out. You, dirty Grigger, whatever that fuck that nigga name. All you niggas ain't nothing. And Mellow too, you lying ass niggas. Y'all mad, y'all that motherfucking man cause we on motherfucking top, nigga. You play this motherfucking, the next time y'all do a motherfucking show, nigga, you play this motherfucking video, nigga. Let it be heard. Big Money say you motherfuckers ain't shit, nigga. We run this motherfucker PlayStation, nigga. I can't help it if you motherfuckers can't make no good game. Yeah, Dirk Diggity, you damn right. You only had the motherfucker for 3 motherfucking years because they don't give a shit about you, nigga. Don't you understand that by now? I can't believe you, mother. And 706 Gamer. Ooh, I can't wait till I talk to that nigga, Mr. 706 Gamer. Ooh, nigga. And you too, Mellow. You no good. Some of them. Ooh, you no good ass niggas, bro. I can't help it if Sony is on top. Make sure you play this for these niggas. We on top, nigga. PlayStation.
Hey, Post, man, it's crazy, man.
Hey man, my great granny, right? She called me, right? Yeah, my great granny, she called me, right? She said she need a lot of help with stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? And I know you saying to yourself, damn, that's funny that right when they denied the FTC that bullshit, your granny wants you to do so. Yeah, I ain't gonna be able, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be able to do that, you know what I mean? That one thing we talked about with that old that said you're 10 toes down type shit, you know what I'm saying? Cause my great granny, you know what I mean? And yeah, you damn right, my great granny's still alive, nigga. You think I'm lying, nigga? You can call her there, I'll give you the number, nigga. And of course, it came on the day they said that bullshit with the FTC, you know what I'm saying? I ain't lying, my nigga. I wouldn't lie to my nigga like that. I got things I need to do, bro. You know what I mean?
Ooh-wee. Yeah, that's how we kicking off the show today. That's how we kicking off the show today. Because that's just how these ponies sound out there in these streets. I need y'all to pull up. I know y'all ain't seen me in a minute, but it's okay. Y'all know who I am. Y'all know what I do and what I came to do. Ooh, let me tell you. Hold on. Let me do something here. Okay. All right. That's how we get. Ooh, it's gonna be one of them shows, okay? It's gonna be one of them shows. So make sure y'all pull up. Y'all have y'all snacks, y'all meals, and everything. Cause we going in, right? We naming names. We're pulling up receipts. We calling people out. They said this day would never come. Post, you don't know shit. Post, you don't know what you talking about. Post, you are a armchair lawyer. You are a Twitter lawyer. Post, you are a fake lawyer. You don't know what you're talking about. The deal is dead. The deal is blocked. The CMA blocked it. Microsoft cannot go around the CMA. The FTC is the most powerful thing in the world, and they can't go around. It will never happen. It was pretty quiet on Twitter today, right? Huh? It was pretty quiet on Twitter today, wasn't it? Hey, make sure y'all pull up, hit the like button, share it out. Let's have, look, ain't no celebration. We're collecting bodies today. All the disrespect we done been put through over the last 2 years, you think I'm gonna sit up here and be peaceful? Huh? All of the name calling, dragging through the mud, the 9-hour spaces, the 4, 5-hour, 6-hour spaces, the ha, this block the deal. You think we're gonna be peaceful today? Huh? If you thought we was gonna be, you gotta, if you don't, hey, let me tell you something. This kitchen hot right now. If you can't stand the heat, get the hell out the kitchen right now. Cause we're going in. We're calling people out. We're showing receipts. We're showing audio and video. People, you have to be held accountable for your actions. I will say it again. You have to be held accountable for your actions. Oh, yeah. So let me get to the chat. Let me pay y'all respect for pulling up. Even though y'all ain't seen me in a minute, y'all still pull up. So let me show y'all respect, and then we're going to get the chopping this fable, okay? We're going to get the chopping this fable. We got bodies to collect, and we have the receipts to collect them. You feel me? We're going in there with the receipts for the bodies. So make no mistake about it. Make no mistake about it. We got a receipt for everybody. For everybody, we got a receipt. We're going to talk about, and look, we're not only going to talk about, right? Look, I'm going to say this. Look, we're going to talk about the deal, the implications of the deal, the impact of it. Where do we go from there? Oh, we're going to talk all about all that good stuff. We're going to collect the bodies on the ponies because we got to toe tag these ponies with the receipts, right? But we also going to talk about these fake Xbox dudes who ran to the other side. Huh? Yeah, I know y'all ain't forgot them because I ain't forgot them. These fake Xbox dudes who ran for the hills. Huh? Let's talk about it. We got a fake Xbox dude in the chat right now. Y'all know who he is. Look at him. Let's go. Real nonstop talent. What's good? Hey, was that you singing on Dirt Griggity Show today? Was that you with the vocals, bro, on Dirt Griggity Show today? Shout out to you, brother. HB was good. Was good. I ain't forgot. You thought I was gonna slip on your name. Hyperfang Gaming was good. Bria was good. Big Stout was good. The Dark Lord Fusion, what's up? See, look at Freddie Wayne. We won. Who is we, Freddie? Who is we, Freddie? Freddie, you should have said y'all won. Don't come over here and be a bot. Then go over to Z Show and be a pony. We don't do that over here. Huh? Who is we? You can't come over here and play bot and then be on Z Show agreeing with Kratos and being a pony. We're not doing that. Trey Mac, that doesn't exist. A pony bot doesn't exist. Baked Beans was good. Trey Mac Premieres was up. Let me see here. We got Sean Hayes was good. Dark Marvel 92 was up. Dev Hyperfang was good. My brother 706 Game, he'll be popping up in a minute. Yes, sir. Oh yeah. I'll say it again, brother. How is everyone on this amazing day? You feel me? Okay, and then who we got? We got Ray Old was good. We got the Imposter, Freddie Wayne, Lover God, Mr. Lover God was good. And then we also got who else we got? We got Onyx was good. Black Lightning 100 what's up? Fish Grease 83 with the $2. We won, bro. Time to celebrate. Yes, sir. But we got to collect some bodies first, all right? I got these ponies in the headlock. Law, what's good? Keep it there. There go Ray now. What's good, Ray? Cutthroat 21. What's up, my brother? 21 Gaming. What's good, brother? Hope everything go right with you and the fam, brother. I ain't talked to you in a minute, but you know every time I see you, I always show love, man. It's always good to hear from you, brother. Born Stella, what's up? You already know. Suppose you should call for a G. Oh, you radical with it. You right. Double Knuckle, what's good? Void Lock, what's up? Trey Bone 408 was good. Jay Wimbert was good. We got Aaron Paulina. Like that. Paulina. I guess it's Paulina. I'm just gonna call you Aaron because that Paulina sound really feminine. You'll sound just gonna call you Aaron, all right? You know, we ain't gonna do you like that on show you about. We got, you know what I'm saying, suspect, you know what I'm saying? And then here we go. Sheba Army Brett was good. And then Black Lavender BBB. We got Spider-Man 356. My bad, Aaron. I mean, it's no disrespect, Aaron. You'll get used to it. If you're new to the channel, I mess with everybody's name. I don't know if I pronounced that last name correct. That's why I was saying Paloma. Is it Paloma? You know, I play with everybody name, man. Just if you're new to the channel, just know I play with everybody. Oh yeah, thanks for having a good sense of humor. All right. If you in the chat and you haven't posted in the chat, shout out to you, salute to you. Thanks for pulling up. Thanks for supporting the channel. Look, first of all, I want to I've been on a hiatus. I've been taking care of things behind the scenes. I've been transitioning in between jobs, new job positions, and things like that. So I had to secure the bag before I can come back to this. And I had to step away. I had to do a lot of stuff, right? So, but I did wanted to come today because I had some time to sit down with y'all and talk about this. I could not just not say nothing today or do a show today, you know? 2 years of reporting on this news and I just don't say anything but a tweet. No, we not do that. I gotta give y'all this. They gotta get this work. They gotta get this work. Okay. Palauman. Okay, Palauman. Okay. All right. Oh, that's Trayvon. David VGS was good. They are crying so bad in Mooch podcast, coping the Doc Dog is destroying them. Yeah, it's a lot of fake PlayStation dudes over there. You know, Mooch was you see how Mooch flipped the script? He was a bot back in BGST days on Z Show. Then after he left Z Show, him and Crap Gamer formed the podcast, which was dedicated to Xbox, right? You go years of Xbox, beating the drum, Xbox. Then you flip the script and become a PlayStation dude like you've been on that side. Hey, man. Yeah, Cutthroat, life happened. Life always happening. The Buster was good. Green Machine is too big and too strong. All right, so we finna get into it, all right? I don't want to waste any time and stuff like that. Hopefully, Noah and Mello pop up at some point. And then we'll go from there. I did drop the link for them. So this is what we're gonna do. Okay, so let me see here. I have to be careful with this because every time I do this, I wind up showing the DMs. And I don't want to show the DMs. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Okay, I'll do it like that. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do, I gotta pull this up. Let me find this real quick. The first thing I want to do is, how y'all feeling today, man? What was y'all? Because I pretty much knew. That's why I was putting them tweets out about it's happening. Then I put out the Jurassic Park tweet with the glass and the water shaking because I knew it was coming, and I knew it wasn't gonna come early that day. It was gonna come in the wee hours, usually around 2 a.m. Eastern, which is 1 a.m. Eastern. My time, even before they halted the stock and everything. Sarah Cardell, which is the CEO of the CMA, she was scheduled. She had media scheduled today to be on the news and stuff like that, or be in the news or be on the news. And we knew that yesterday that she was scheduled for today. So we knew something was happening. We also knew that either Microsoft had got the decision from the CMA a couple of days ago or sometime yesterday. But I think Microsoft pretty much knew throughout the week already. They just kept quiet and let the CMA announce and do their thing. And so people was hopping in. We don't believe you. Ain't nothing coming. He just put. No, it was coming. Shout out to what's the name from The Verge. He was right about, he was the first one to put out the information on Friday the 13th. And so, yeah. Shout out to ODG Victory Lap with the $2. It's a good day for us corner store lawyers, right? Facts, ODG. I'm the best lawyer on Twitter. You feel me? That's what they say. They say I'm the best lawyer on Twitter. Shout out to Rain Blade. What's good, Rain Blade? I am loving today, the one day that we'll always remember as Xbox ABK Day. Yes. This day will go down in infamy, bro. It's crazy because it don't even feel like it's been 2 years. That's the crazy thing. And that just goes to show how time been flying, right? Time has really, really been flying. This doesn't feel like 2 years. It feel like Phil made this announcement a couple of months ago. And, you know, it just doesn't feel like it took 2 years. And it's probably just me, but to me, it doesn't feel like 2 years. So let me pull this up. Because my brother, let me tell you something. My brother, Dirk Griggity and Sean them over at We Bleed Green, they are goated for this, right? They are definitely goated for this. We got it's so much crying going on. I went over to NeoGAF earlier, and Lord, everybody thought that little screenshot of that that post I took from the NeoGAF, everybody thought that was fake. That was real. It was more than that. It was a meltdown over there at NeoGAF today. I mean, people were pissed. I just took a screenshot of that one screenshot because when I read it, I'm like, this is wild. I could have screenshotted more of people saying, I hope this deal fucking fails. All types of shit about Microsoft. But that was not fake, okay? But I do want to bring this up. Let me do this here. So we're gonna start off with this. Because Riggedy and Sean and put together. All right. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Okay, so let's do this. Hold on. So let me share this. Let me share this. So we're gonna start off with this. All right. We're gonna start off with this. Oh man, we're gonna start off with this. All right. We're gonna start off with this. Let's see where it's at.
This move is absolutely crazy. You thought the Bethesda move was big.
Shout out to We Bleed Green. Shout out to We Bleed Green.
I don't know what to say anymore, man.
We'll definitely talk.
Right. Now, that was how when we announced
development in the Microsoft Activision Blizzard case, as the CMA has voted to block the merger of Microsoft and Activision Blizzard, citing cloud gaming, of all things, as the main concern. Let's dive into this. We're going to be reading through a lot of reactions and documentation.
This how they was when they knew the deal was being blocked.
Oh shit! Oh shit! CMA come out, hey there, rude boy, blocker. Oh my god! Oh shit! Oh man, you Xbox fanboys are oh man, you are in the shit fest, bro. Bad enough Xbox is dog shit, but now this, bro. Yo, y'all spent more hours watching C-SPAN and Senators than playing games, only for the deal to get blocked. Y'all dudes read thousands.
This was the reaction when they thought it was blocked.
Oh man,
we call him Emily. Every time y'all see him, call him Emily.
How can you be an Xbox fan? You guys just...
Who is this Rudy Poo?
They can appeal. you can you can still push it through. You just have to wait on the EU and the FTC, and you already have Brazil, yeah, and then yeah. You can just.
Welcome.
Mom, leave me alone. I wanna be famous.
What a day. What a day. Shocking. Utterly shocking turn of events.
This is Xbox is dead, bro. Look,
Yeah.
Hey, Xbox is fucking dead, dog.
Stop the cap.
That console.
Pay
is out
attention
the
to this
fucking-
video.
They just gave the numbers. They're 30%. They are out the window. Call of Duty was supposed to be the savior. Now who's your savior, nigga?
Listen to
Starfield, nigga. This the Starfield, nigga. It's early in the
James.
morning in California,
Where
so I
you
gotta
at,
be
James?
lower than usual. Okay, I got the in-laws.
Gentlemen, let me drink some of my coffee. Welcome to the show, man. If you don't already know, the CMA blocked the ABK deal. Good old coffee early in the morning, baby.
Shut up, bitch.
Oh boy. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the share button. Oh boy. I am fired up, boy. I got up this morning and I started checking my phone was going.
That's right. They blocked the deal, man. And there is a goddamn meltdown happening. The Xbox community is well deserved. Fuck all y'all. Now,
the Activision Blizzard deal is officially blocked. It's done. Microsoft is not buying Call of Duty.
Nigga, we caught you. Nigga, we done got them caught you, my boy. Boy, you caught, boy. Hey, boy, you caught, boy.
But let's discuss the.
Look at him.
You don't believe the CMA. You don't believe the FTC.
Look at the excitement, the laughter. Huh? This is what we had to deal with. Huh? I want y'all to take this in.
I'm sorry, I
Because
couldn't
we're
stop
getting
laughing.
into this today.
Where is factions?
Where is it?
You told us to wait. We waited, and you're still not here. Neil Druckmann, where are you? Neil Druckmann, where are you? Where is factions? Where is factions?
Where is factions?
Where is factions?
I'm sorry, I couldn't stop laughing. You don't believe the CMA.
What
You don't believe the
what you
FTC.
laughing for, man?
Hold on. That where's faction part was funny enough. Where is? Hold on, my bad. We're gonna get back to the video, but I want you all to see the difference in energy and tone when they thought the deal was blocked. Now I was in a space with Bari today. That's my bro. He's a pony. We go back to Bang Bang before all this Twitter shit, right? But his energy was different. It was not the same. But we're going to talk about it. Let's go.
It's laughable that the CMA would do such a thing. With Bobby Kotick and the team are trying to do what's good for gamers.
Back when the provisional findings hit, all the pro Xbox channels and media outlets acted as if the deal was approved. I covered it honestly, accurately, extensively quoted the documents, and I said, this deal's not over. This deal has not been approved. Cloud gaming is up next. Because we've been saying this for months. This is vindication for all of us that kept saying, you can't let this deal go through. They will suddenly have dominance over so many sectors of the market. You cannot let them have this.
Okay.
See, now it is mumbo jumbo like that.
This in which they speak.
We are still blocking your shit. We had Xbox niggas.
These
Tell
brothers
us.
did a whole song about the CMA.
They
and
told
FTC
us.
blocked the deal. That's null and
They
void.
said that the deal was done. It was through. They had journalists who haven't spent a single hour in regulation in their life tell you that the CMA was preparing to pass the deal. You know what them Xbox dudes did? You know what they did, bro? Let me hit my Jamba Juice.
You need some Jamba Juice right
You
now.
know what they did? They went and made tweets and videos already saying things that they wanted to say once the deal went through. Crap Gamer himself called yesterday CMA Eve because it was like Christmas to him.
You stupid fuck! Look at you now!
Look, let me tell y'all something. Damn! Damn! Right? Hold on. Post up that rap song didn't age. It didn't age at all. The rap song is dead. Huh? The rap song is dead. You named a song telling the CMA and the FTC to block the deal. And what the CMA has approved and modified MSABK deal, giving Microsoft approval needed to fund the acquired Activision Blizzard. It is done. Right? Right? But I wanted to play this video because I want to set the tone on this show today in terms of how people acted when they thought the deal was dead. When they thought that Microsoft can get or find no way around the CMA decision. When they told us that 100% that the deal would not go through. When they called Lena Khan the baddest woman alive and Microsoft would bow down to her and her whole team. As you all watch, look at the tone, how happy they were. Right? Look at how happy they were. Right? Hold on. Let me look at this. Look at this. Let me go back here. This is exactly how they felt. Where is it? What's up, Noah?
What's good, bro? What's good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm on the iPad. High sound.
Oh yeah, you good? You good? Let me do this. Well, I'm just setting the tone right now.
Gotcha.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna go right here. Let me shout out my brother Sean and Dirk Griggy, man. They had receipts for everybody. Look at this.
Because
listen to this.
Activision is going to be more
on the table. Wait,
Microsoft is going to be more bitter than Activision. Activision is good. Microsoft is going to have to pay out $3 billion, I think $4 billion, for this whole thing, this whole ordeal.
Are you telling me there's a universe where Microsoft acquires ABK and then still doesn't put those games on Game Pass? Because that might be even better than what we have now.
That's what's going to happen. That because Charlie Intel he posted the whole Call of Duty side of things, and Call of Duty wasn't going to be, it wasn't planned or wasn't scheduled. Yeah, to like 2025, 2026 or something like that. It wasn't planned to go on any service, Game Pass or nothing. So they would have got Call of Duty anyway. I don't know if they
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. It was a wonderful time finding out that the deal was blocked because I wasn't asleep. I was playing games I was playing Death Stranding. Great game, people. Go play it.
Listen to him.
Is that Wooly right there?
Yeah. And then
That's
that's
Emily.
For me, I think,
okay.
I was like, yo, it got blocked. And listen, Joe Barry, just like you, I think I just looked at God and I said, thank you for the fuckery.
Listen to this.
Wow. I wish I had this this for my video.
That made my day. I was happy as hell. People was talking about you being petty. I was happy as hell.
Hold on, look, listen to that.
This for my video.
That made my day. I was happy as hell. People was talking about you being petty. I was happy as hell. Why would anybody in their right mind want Microsoft to own Activision?
Listen to this.
That made my day. I was happy as hell. People was talking about you being petty. I was happy as hell. Why would anybody in their right mind want Microsoft to own Activision, especially if you like those type of games?
Okay. All right. You see, y'all, you hear that, right? Shout out to my brother Barry. I was in a space with him today because, he had made it. He was the only pony I see that finally stepped up and made a space today to at least try to discuss. And his energy wasn't like that. It was, I'm concerned for Call of Duty. I don't like this Modern Warfare 3. If anybody don't think that this is going to impact Sony, y'all might be mad at me, but it was a whole different tone, right?
Bro, on that man posted a video today.
Mm-hmm.
His own gameplay playing Call of Duty missing, talking about the hit detection. Nah, bro. Work on that aim player.
Hey, hold on. But that's cool because he was in there talking about how Modern Warfare 3 ain't doing it for him, and that they're trying to make it like Warzone and all this stuff. He's concerned about it.
He did that last year.
All these issues and stuff like that, and that he's now concerned for Sony because this is huge, and if Pony something, well,
we can't take that man serious, bro. He did this last year, but then when the block and everything got announced, now he's back on Call of Duty. When they thought Call of Duty was being blocked,
they start back playing it again.
Yeah.
And now the deal going through.
Oh, I'm concerned.
Oh, he concerned. Okay, that's what it is. Barry, you're still my homie, brother. You're still my home. If you're listening to hear this, don't block me. You blocked me last time. Don't block me. I'm just keeping it 100. But he say his issues with Call of Duty is personal. So I don't know. Because you're rocking with Call of Duty. You found out the deal was being blocked, and then you don't want to play it no more. Well, you go back to play it. And then now the deal has gone through, and it's, Call of Duty ain't what I'm
Where was this concern for Fashions 2 post? What was this concern for Fashions 2?
I don't know, brother. I'm trying to find out. No, I'm trying to find out what was the concern from. You didn't even see really no pushback when they said it was put on ice and shell. Well, you did have Persona saying, "What is Factions?"
And the PlayStation community told him, "Hush, shh. We don't even want a multiplayer version. We want a sequel."
Shout out to Ray being a member for 6 months.
Shout out to you, Ray.
Bro. You're true. Man. I'm gonna have to do something for you because even though we haven't been consistent lately like we usually do, you still a member, brother. We appreciate you, man. I'm gonna put something together for you. Got to, brother. Ray say, post your mod is blocking bots on your channel. Please do not block anyone on the channel. We let people rock in the chat. We let people say what they got to say, long as they're not racist, disrespecting anyone's family or anything like that. Let people rock, even if they have a difference of opinion. That's what the discussion is about. Discussions are never exciting when everybody is in agreement. But if you have somebody that's challenging what you say to have a different opinion, then that's what really get the chat going, and y'all can stump some people out. Shout out to my brother Rob, who randomly robs everybody with the $1.99. Dirt was holding them receipts for this very day. Yeah, my brother Dirt is goated for this. He is definitely goated for this. Shout out to Humble Nation with the $5. COD, Crash, Spiral coming to Game Pass. I pray for a day like this. Yes, it is. COD, Crash, Spiral. And guess what? You might get new iteration. Well, we know you're going to get a new COD, but you might get a new iteration of Crash and Spiral. You know, we just have to wait for this town hall meeting, like that Microsoft do with Activision, like they did with Bethesda, so they can lay out the game plan and how they go proceed going forward. But before we even really get to talking about that and stuff like that, I can see how Noah felt about. We're gonna talk about that later. Like I could get his perspective on how he feel about today later. We finna collect some more bodies, okay? All right. So now, when this thing was announced, right, you would have thought there would have been spaces, right? Like when they said they blocked, when CMA blocked the PlayStation crew, it was spaces everywhere. Everybody was celebrating this deal being blocked. It was no spaces today. And when the spaces came, it was one. That was from Jay Barry. So salute to Jay Barry for, but his tone and energy was way different today than it was.
I could tell you, I could explain to you why I post.
Go ahead, talk to us, brother.
The last few weeks, months has been nothing but concerning and bad news for PlayStation fanatics. You had Jim Ryan announce his retirement. They try to sugarcoat it and say the man is old and he misses his family, even though all his children are grown and all he just got his dog and cat at the house. They announced a remaster, Last of Us Part 2, that they done already played. The game came out less than 3 years ago and already getting another remaster, a remake. You got Factions 2 that got announced to be canceled. They're quiet. They're when Spider-Man 2 drop, we're gonna hear these PlayStation fanboys scream the loudest. This is what they holding on to. October 20th. Spider-Man 2, they're quiet. They have nothing to celebrate or brag about until Spider-Man 2 releases. And they're hoping on the Metacritic.
Yep.
Hold on to Metacritic. Now, I think Spider-Man 2 going to do good. I think the Metacritic score is going to be high. I mean, that's just, the media, PlayStation, Spider-Man are media darlings. But they're going to be quiet. They're holding on to October 20. That's the plan. That's the play.
Yeah. I can see that. And then they're going to try to drown out this ABK stuff with the Spider-Man 2 Metacritic.
Yeah, we know the play, bro. We know the play. Like, we got the playbook. We know what you up to.
You know what's different? And shout out to Dirk Griggity, because Dirk Griggity explained this incredible earlier. When he said on the Xbox, when Sony comes out with a great game, right? A lot of us don't have no issue with saying it's a great game or even playing it. Like I beat Spider-Man 1, I beat Miles Morales, you beat Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales, you beat multiple PlayStation games just like you beat multiple Xbox games. So on their side though, even if Xbox come out, they just can't admit it.
Bro.
They cannot admit it.
I have seen the praises of many PlayStation titles. Ratchet and Clank, God of War, Spider-Man, Last of Us 2. I love those games, right?
Yeah.
But the minute I say I dislike a PlayStation title, I'm capping, I'm lying, I'm being a bot.
Yep.
I don't care for Returnal. I'm not a fan of Horizon Zero Dawn. I just don't like them.
Yeah.
I don't think they're bad games. I just think they're overrated.
Yeah.
But every Xbox game that comes out, we capping, we pretending to play it. We not putting enough hours in it. Like, bro, I'm talking about people checking your Xbox. The game came out at midnight, and they up 1 a.m. checking to see who playing. Why nobody playing it? What a hype! Like, I got a job.
Yo, let me tell you something. That's how they do me. That's how they do me, right? That's how they do me, right? The game release, the next day they pop up. Post like the game just came out 15 minutes ago.
Why you ain't got 10 hours in it?
Hold on. The game just released 15 minutes ago, brother. And they already on your profile screen trying to say, Post ain't even booted up the game yet. Right? First, no, you know what's crazy, right? They say I don't play no games, right? So Forza, I think I put in like 4 hours in Forza Horizon. In one game I had 2 hours, right? They say, look at this. They only got 2 hours. Ha 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 ha, right?
Yeah.
I boot up Starfield. I put in 8 hours in 8 hours, over 8 hours in Starfield. That's a work shift, right? That's a work day, 8 hours, right? And they still laughed at it because it wasn't 120 hours, right? And so now it's just admit it, Post. You don't like Starfield. It's trash, and you don't want to admit it. Bruh. This the shit I'm talking about. Look.
You're supposed to put life to the side, bro.
Bro, they look when games come out, you supposed to drop everything you doing, bro. I don't care what it is, brother. You're supposed to drop everything and put in enough adequate time that they can be okay. But it's never going to be enough.
That shit not gonna hold in court, bro. No, I'm just talking in general. If you would have neglect your kids, all right, and go to court, what you gonna tell the judge? Spider-Man 2 came out.
Facts. But you know what? It's never enough, right? Because even if I put in 20 hours, right, it would have been. So you mean to tell me you put in 20 hours and you ain't beat the game yet? It's
never enough, bro.
It's never enough. It's never enough. In this age of profile checking and
bro, you can't the screenshot comparison. They post screenshots of the cutscenes and you're not controlling the character. As soon as you get in the gameplay and you post a screen, you want to find the worst part of the game. Nigga, this is the game.
This is the game.
This
right?
is what you see 95% of the time when you
Shout out to Silver Joystick with the $10. Congratulations, Post. You never gave up on your community and you earned this moment to shine and rejoice. Microsoft has the juice now, and I look forward to seeing what comes of it in the future. Yeah, we're definitely gonna talk about that. But let me pull something up because let me see. Okay, well, let me pull this up here.
Post, you got a vault back there, don't you, bro? You been waiting for this day. I know you got a vault.
Okay, everybody doing you said factions will launch before Starfield. We know how that. And we know this guy right here. This guy, I don't know what Microsoft did to this brother right here. Let me tell you something. I don't know what Microsoft did to him, but look, congrats. New layoffs will happen. Prices will rise. History shows quality will decline massively. But at least Xbox fans can play all these games they could already play. This is the hurt, right? Listen to this guy. Let the acquisition rat race from Sony PlayStation commence, right? These is the guys that said consolidation was bad and Microsoft acquiring companies like Activision is bad and detrimental to the industry. But now all of a sudden, since the deal is going through, now it's a rat race for Sony to go do their thing and do this and do what they say they was against, right?
Sony not even happy with their last acquisition.
You feel me? So look, check it. He say CMA has approved the Microsoft ABK merger with a 15-year clause to let Ubisoft handle Activision cloud gaming rights, right? Then he goes, Jim Ryan knew about the harm of MS monopolizing the cloud gaming space by excluding APK games from ever coming to PS5 cloud streaming. They're set to roll out later this month. Then he goes, PlayStation Portal priced at $199, releasing next month. Could even receive a software update to support PS5 cloud streaming.
Speculations, rumors, guess, but there's never any real news, bro. Like,
y'all know there's no type of memory or hard drive on that portal, right?
Wow.
There's no memory, there's no hard drive, there's no nothing. I'm just saying, what are you gonna update?
That's crazy.
It's just a screen. It's just a screen sitting between the controller. What I'm asking you is, what are you going to update on the portal? Somebody educate me, because I would think you would need some type of memory solution or a little smaller hard drive on there or something that where you can update firmware. I mean, unless the controller can be.
Hey, man.
But
so there's no memory, like none whatsoever.
There's no memory or heart. It's just a screen and a controller. Wow. That's it.
I mean, it's got to be some type of onboard chip for the right?
No, it's none of that.
Stop lying, Poe. Stop lying. You for real? You for real? For real?
Hey. Top of the do say.
What up, Melo? What up, bro?
Hold on. Y'all think hold on. Let me pull this up.
Yeah,
he said, "Let me do. It's a pool raid inside my Xbox, yay, baby!"
Look, now I could be wrong.
We telling people,
but when I'm looking this up, don't
y'all get tired of being right sometimes?
Knowing Melo, y'all take over. Y'all take over. What y'all think about what happened today?
Yeah, I don't know. The Phil Spencer said, I'm so scared. I'm waiting for Phil to confirm.
Bro, it's official. You didn't see the trailer? You ain't seen the trailer, Melo?
No, I haven't seen nothing, brother.
Oh man,
I've been so scared.
You gotta play that trailer.
I wanted to make sure it was confirmed by Mr. Leatherjack himself, Phil Spencer.
You gotta see the trailer Xbox put out, bro.
Oh, hold on. Man, but
it's official, bro.
Okay, let's see here.
I'm about to say, please say you opened up with Big Money's voicemail.
Yeah, he did.
Absolutely. Okay. Because I was in this joker taking a good nap. I ain't even gonna hold you.
No, I'm right. You know why? Because in order to use
you right. No, you
in order to use it, you need the PlayStation 5 has to be on. It doesn't run. It can't run anything outside.
That device is solely a screen with
it's a screen and controller. It has no memory. It has no hard drive.
There's nothing on it.
The OS that you see on it is being streamed from the PS5.
Yeah, it's being mirrored. Yeah,
it's being mirrored from the PS5. That's right.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying you said there's no onboard memory. There's got to be nothing.
It's no onboard memory. What's the OS? It can't run. The OS is being mirrored from the PS5. That's why they say if the PS5 ain't shit you can do with it.
There's got to be some type of low level OS.
It ain't nothing on that. It ain't nothing. That's what we telling you. Ain't nothing.
Ain't nothing. It's a controller, it's a screen, and that's it.
Bro, I refuse to believe
you click a button and it mirrors to the your
PS5 because you can use it. You can use it to power on your PS5.
Hey, brother, you can deny it all you want. It ain't nothing but a screen and a controller, brother.
I refuse to believe Jim Ryan dropped that piece of shit and said, "I'm out this bitch." Hell no. Stop.
That's why you can't leave nowhere. You got to stay with that network code in your own house on your own internet. Yeah. That's it. That's all.
Yeah. And if you can remote play from say another spot, right? But you'll still have to be connected to Wi-Fi, and your PS5 will still either have to be powered on or in low power mode. If the PS5 is not on, ain't shit you can do with the. You can't run a motherfucking Netflix.
That PS5 cannot run in low power mode because you have to have the power to fully run the game on there.
That's why I was asking, like, update. What update? I mean,
they probably got like a Bluetooth update where it updates the headphones.
It doesn't support Bluetooth. The only thing it supports
don't even get that.
It support their syncing technology that allows
don't get shit.
It supports their syncing technology that prevents lag between the PS5 and the PS Portal, and then you probably got a Wi-Fi chip. It doesn't support Bluetooth or none of that, right? So you probably they're using their own proprietary software. So
54 minutes.
So they can control the lag in the syncing. But outside of that, a Wi-Fi chip, that's it. No memory, no hard drive. No, it don't have a custom OS or operating system.
Nothing.
But none of that. It mirrors the PS5. That's why. bro, if you go look at the go look at the reviews. Go look at the reviews. Motherfucker tell you if outside of the PS, you can't do shit with it. That's what I'm talking about. What you gonna update to?
Stop capping, bro.
He said Drop Station 5 3.0 update for nothing.
Unless you
For
update
nothing.
the wireless. I know it probably have a wireless control on there, a wireless chip in there.
Yeah, probably sync it together to verify your PlayStation.
Yeah.
So
a wireless chip that's running their proprietary software to communicate between the PS5.
But you can't use
and the
third-party
PlayStation
shit.
port.
Like,
right.
you couldn't sync an Xbox to it or some shit.
It's like Microsoft when they was using their own Wi-Fi protocol for their controllers in the Series X. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Sony pretty much using their own protocols. So when he was like update, that's why I say update to what?
Update who?
Now I could be wrong. I could take the L on this, and I would. But from my understanding, there's no memory. There's no hard drive.
Ain't nothing in that.
Can't run. Ain't no web browser. Ain't no running Netflix. Ain't no doing nothing on there. That's why the $200 was like, okay,
bitch, where?
And that's why we said they missed a boat on this. They had an opportunity to really, if it supported Wi-Fi, if it supported had a memory control on there, Wi-Fi control, Bluetooth, all of that stuff with a small drive on there where you can run at least 8. It didn't even have to be big. You could have put 8 gigabytes of a memory on there or something like that. It didn't have to be really big. You didn't want to run games off of it, but you would have wanted enough storage to where you can do, well, maybe browse the internet or maybe run a Netflix or Hulu app on there if you're not when you're not using it with your place. But they didn't do none of that. That's probably one of the reasons why
I wanted that Joker to be able to run. I wanted it to run like if it would have ran like xCloud or XPlay, where I'm literally at work with this controller, with this screen, and I can click the button, turn it on, and it syncs with my Xbox or my PlayStation to play the games. That would have been perfect.
See, look,
that ain't the case.
The new device supports Wi-Fi and the new
Wi-Fi
PlayStation
network.
Link wireless technology.
Mm-mm.
Video is streamed from your PS5 instead of running locally.
Like Lightning was good, bro.
There's nothing running locally on that portal because it don't have a memory or hard drive. Nothing. Everything is streamed.
Yep.
That's what. Yeah. I knew I wasn't. I wasn't tweaking
$200 for that piece of shit. Like, no, no, you bugging.
You feel me?
You are bugging.
He said, maybe they could update. And now,
so I could just run to the toilet real quick and grab it and play in the bathroom. Like, get that shit out of here. That's exactly what it's meant for.
And it's probably what got, I don't know, it probably played into Jim Ryan getting fired because you just announced
a device.
Your entry into cloud, right? Where you're doing, where you're streaming from 720p all the way up to 4K 60, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have this handheld, the PS Portal right here, where you could have took advantage of remote play and streaming, right?
Yeah. And when you have a high demand of people wanting the PSP back too, also.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. You fucked up. You fucked the bag up, brother.
Hold on, let me get these bills. Shout out to Rob, who randomly robs everybody with the $4.99. I'm not trying to be messy. But I hear on the Twitter streets, all them boys that switch sides trying to sign that Xbox contract and come back. You damn right. You feel me? Shout out to my brother 108 Dragon TV with the $2. Ponies got the Remy my face at the rap. You know what? I'm done.
Hey, if you want to watch that Get You Gotti versus Easy battle, this is over your head right now. This is over your head, brother. Oh, snap. Bro, she look like that dick caught red like you.
Yo, I think that went over a lot of people. Hey, one no way dragon, bro. You know, hey, look, let me tell you something. What's the day? Friday.
Yo, Papoose, that's how you talk to your bitch.
Hey, look, tomorrow Tomorrow we going live again tomorrow later on at our regular schedule. And I'm getting everybody on tomorrow. I'm just gonna send a link out. Whoever come. I gotta have this because I have to have this discussion with the guys, man. Because hey, Runaway Dragon, you a fool for that one, bro. Man, when Geechee was calling up bitches,
bruh, killed him, bro.
Top shotter with the $5. Bobby Kotick next job is with PlayStation as their CEO. He brings expertise about live service games. Let me tell you something about that top shotter. Shout out to my brother, Everborn Saga. And I gotta get him K Asante one of. I gotta get all I gotta get all the brothers on the show, man. Everborn Saga been talking about that for a minute, and that was one of the first persons that I've heard that from. And he's been saying that for a minute that Bobby Kotick was going to become the new CEO of Sony, and that he was going to run Sony, and it would make sense because his expertise in live service games, what he did with Activision Blizzard in terms of cultivating those studios and building the brands and the IPs, it'll be a perfect move for. So I wouldn't even knock it.
Them visuals be that one.
I wouldn't even knock.
Be some bad visuals though, bro. All this stuff Bobby Kotick was accused of.
Yeah, I'm about to say, what about his? Oh yeah, this little funny looking dude. What about his accusations allegedly in court hearings? I had to Google the nigga for a minute. Hold on.
Hey, you know what's crazy though? You know what'd be funny about that?
What, they all get dismissed or something?
No, the fact that PlayStation Nation used all the negative news on Bobby Kotick.
It's a funny look. Oh, snap.
Look. PlayStation Nation used all that negative news to downplay the ABK deal, right? And to see them flip-flop if he become the PlayStation CEO,
that would be a good talking point.
That would be hilarious. Because I guarantee you, those dudes that was tweeting and all them articles and stuff about him harassing and people.
He has some weird allegations, right?
Yeah.
Boy,
they will
serious
defend
stuff.
that. They will defend that in a
That'd be right. Would that be right up Sony Island though? You know what I'm saying? That's what they typically do. They got a lot of weird people. Remember the PS5 dude at the door, right?
Oh yeah.
He had some sick stuff going on also. So they sound about right up their alley of who they will hire. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, it will be funny though. I'm just saying.
A lot of sensitivity classes will be
it will
you get the position.
It will be hilarious. All right. So look at this, bro. Hope you don't wake up to a major acquisition from Sony soon after the announcement. Sony about to go ham with news they've been holding back.
They've been holding back a lot, nigga. They still holding. They holding to this day.
Look.
Oh man.
Look at this. What happened? I was told by bots this deal was in a bag. It's in a bag. We took the bag home.
Right,
We've been in there before every day. It looks good. You feel me?
We just wait.
You know what I'm saying? Little turkey tip, little turkey hot legs with extra mouth
sauce. We wait for the recipe to finish up. We at the table.
Look at JVB. Microsoft is crying because the CMA is doing their job. Look at these guys. CMA blocks the Xbox and Activision deal. Meanwhile, PlayStation is buying up studios left and right. Look at real nonstop.
What are these studios?
Real, that's you laughing at him, real nonstop. I hope you weren't laughing at him in agreement. We put you on blast like that, real nonstop talent. And then he'll, okay, let me see. All right, let's get. Look at this idiot. This dude don't never make sense.
This butterscotch.
I gotta
find the butterscotch, man.
I gotta find that tweet he put out earlier.
That high outfit, brother. I remember, buddy.
He put out a tweet earlier. Pure ignorance. I didn't even believe that he even. Boy, that tweet was so dumb. Hold on, I gotta find it. Wait, hold on. I gotta find this tweet.
It's
this
sad,
tweet was
brother.
so motherfucking
Cause y'all gotta y'all. I hope y'all understand, chat. Like how serious this was, because not only people was getting attacked for their opinion, you had cats in this Joker doing 8-9 shifts about this whole situation, how Microsoft is just detrimental to gaming. And the more and more time goes, you starting to really see the real true colors with gaming. You had one company out here that was still running with the success of the PS3, trying to do it for the PS5, and it wasn't going. And you see Microsoft say, you know what? We took our bumps in the road. We know we messed up here and there. And to this day, I still say the same thing. The turnaround came with Sunset Overdrive and the issue with Rise, Sun and Rome. Those games. When that happened, Microsoft got on their bully. Because from that point on, it's been nothing but we going to take the lumps in the road. But guess what? Look at where we now. 2024, 2023 is looking crazy for Xbox, y'all. Regardless if you play Call of Duty or not, whenever you got the time and the opportunity to play it, is in the library for you instantly. No problem whatsoever.
Hold on. Let me switch.
Go ahead. I was just holding time. Go ahead,
no,
bro.
You can hold on. Hold on. Let me tell y'all. Yo, look at this shit. I got it. No, y'all got. Hold on. I told you we gonna pull receipts today, right? He say, well, I told you the CMA and Sony took the cloud away from this deal. Enjoy your little games, right? It's okay, David, right? It's okay. It's okay, David. That shit, right?
They got running his head to the door.
Bro, say it was sold off, which means Sony gets to use it without paying Microsoft for it.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Ain't no saving these niggas. It ain't no saving these niggas, bro. What?
Yo!
It was sold off, which means Sony, he put it in big caps, get to use it without paying Microsoft for it. Boo ha ha ha. This nigga boo ha ha ha.
That nigga did the Mark the Bowser fucking cool.
Fuck?
Yo,
step on it, bro.
Yo, hold on. Yo.
You can't make it up, bro. You get caught in 3D like this. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy.
Yo, look at this.
He said boo ha ha. He got the boo ha ha.
Yo.
On the back part of his shit, shorty. It's crazy.
Yo, hold on, let me do this. Hold on, fix that. Look, he
Man.
was dead serious. He put it in capital.
He put it in counts. He said Sony get to use it without paying Microsoft for it.
Yo, this dude, I don't know what's wrong with bro. He got it all.
That boy hurt. Do you hear me?
Yo.
That's a lot of pain right there.
Yo,
that man is in straight denial. And 3 people had the nerve to like it. Like,
yeah,
like this shit is real.
Bro. Hold on.
It's probably him and 2 other soccer accounts that like this motherfucking post. Because anybody with an ounce of an IQ would look at this and say, fam, you stupid as hell. Oh, man. Another situation of me being disingenuous. I just want to say, I was right again, bitches.
Yo.
My petty levels on 2002.
Yo, when I read this, bro, I was screaming, bro.
He said it at 60 frames per second. You see it in his name.
Bro. Yo, he said it was sold off, right? Which means Sony gets to use it without paying Microsoft. That's not how this works.
Bruh. And it's the same person that probably would have said, "Oh, Post, you don't know what you talking about."
Yo.
Why you being a strong arm lawyer? You don't know shit. Clearly, you don't know shit. Clearly. I buy some shit now. I don't own it. That's what he just said. You went out and bought your hard-earned money for it, but you don't own the car. So
Bro, Microsoft not only does Ubisoft have to buy the rights, but Microsoft, I think, will receive other income from this too. I think that's what some of the third parties had an issue with. And then whenever Ubisoft requests something from Microsoft, like a port to a different operating system, whatever, they have to pay for that. It's not free.
Yeah.
Ain't none of this shit free.
Hello.
Ain't none of this shit free, number one. Number two is
I'm already predicting the server for Call of Duty gonna be on Azure.
Yeah.
That's sealed after this.
Dedicated.
Hey, yo, it need to be.
Hello, no, it's going to be. Fuck, need to
I'm
be.
saying it need to be.
Microsoft is finna cuff all of this. You're going to be playing for that. You're going to be paying for that position. Period.
Question: why did Sony not want this deal to go through?
Because they did well. From my opinion, they didn't want to lose one of their biggest third-party revenue games in their ecosystem. One, and then two, they didn't want Microsoft to be Game Pass to have a
Game Pass. There we go.
A lead or a marketing standpoint lead on them.
And
that's what I can think of.
Okay, that's what you think of. Noah, what would you say, Noah?
Damn.
He's playing the game. Get your ass out of here.
Melo took all the good ones.
I took all the good ones. Damn,
Melo, he hyping right now. So he won't
I'm geek because, bro, this is what we've been talking about. I said, bro, I've been telling these niggas what's finna come. I showed them the play, bro. They didn't want to believe me. I was disingenuous. I was an asshole. I was everything but a child of God.
This why this doesn't make sense, right? This why this doesn't make sense, right? One of Sony's two main reasons for not wanting this to happen was one, Game Pass, two, cloud, right?
Okay.
Sony doesn't want Call of Duty in Game Pass, nor did they want it on their service. Because they live off the buy-to-play model.
Mm-hmm.
That was their bread and butter. And Call of Duty being in a subscription service or even being accessible to cloud disrupt that model.
Yep.
Right.
Another thing too, what Microsoft just did recently, when you have old clips, they started saying after 30 days they delete because of the cloud content and holding all of that information in the servers. They're no longer doing that, and they're finna come out with a plan that extended longer than that.
Not only that though.
So yeah,
they knew how much it will cost financially to get a Call of Duty into their service or on their cloud service.
Mm-hmm.
And they definitely weren't trying to pay that, right? So,
especially not giving it to their enemy, quote unquote enemy.
Right.
Absolutely not.
So Microsoft having this in their service, and now that Ubisoft has it accessible via cloud, that disrupts Sony better play model because it gives gamers more ways to access Call of Duty, possibly at a lower entry cost than spending $70.
Hello.
What's going on here?
Hello.
What's going on here?
Hello.
That's why Sony never wanted it on their service, and they didn't want it in cloud. They said they're doing this whole process, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't want it. It fucks with their money.
That's why the judge was so confused. Like,
yeah, it fucks with their money, right?
Going to make the game more accessible for Microsoft.
That's why I keep calling it the Great Migration, because once this really start rolling, and you start seeing the marketing going, The 99, the 1%, we know this. But when the 99 get the understanding what's really going on in the sense of the market and say, hey, you ain't got to pay $70 for Call of Duty. You can come get it in Game Pass off this monthly subscription, and that $70 that you was going to pay can go towards DLC.
Shout out to my brother Ever going in Saga, man. Just pulled up in the chat, man. Let me know if you got some time, man. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, man. Some point, I know y'all show in the morning. I'm definitely gonna pull up in the morning, but I gotta get y'all over here, man. I want to feast, man. I want to have all the guys over here too, man. We're gonna talk there, but I'm definitely gonna pull up to the show tomorrow. I gotta support. We gotta act the fool. Let me know if you got some time, though, brother. Let me know if you got some time. All right. But yeah, they never wanted this, so they're assuming that Jim Ryan is not there no more. It depends on the new leadership that's going to come in and take over, if they're willing to foot the bill, because this is not free, right? You're either going to have to pay for Ubisoft Plus to access these these Activision games. You're gonna have to pay for that monthly on top of that PSN account that you're paying for, or Sony gonna have to pull up to Ubisoft and say, look, we want to pay to put those games on our streaming service. And listen, it only covers streaming. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Let me do this.
I want to ask you a quick question on that, because hypothetical, I'm just thinking outside the dark here, because again, this Call of Duty is big. Pause. Call of Duty is the most massive shooter right now. You can say on the thanks of Sony's back with the marketing for the years they didn't had it. It outshadows Battlefield. It outshadows any other shooter at this moment. Anytime Call of Duty drop, people flock to it. Hell, I downloaded Modern Warfare 3 just to check it out. But do you think that was one of the reasons why PlayStation increased the PS Plus?
Well,
because it's a little bit of a foresight of the money they probably are about to lose due to this deal, and they're I guess they're 50-50 on if they even want to grab that contract or not. Because again, we all said it's going to take about another 5 to 10 years for you to even build up a game that can even compete with Call of Duty, which Sony doesn't have time for in this sense.
Well, I can't say what they're going to lose, right? We'll have to really see how this play out when Ubisoft Plus, where they already got they already own the rights now, because they had to own the rights to Activision Cloud. They had to own the cloud rights prior to Microsoft even closing the deal. So we know they own the rights right now. It's sent Everborn. I sent it to you. So we'll have to see how this plays out to see how Ubisoft Plus is impacted, because at this point, if you're a PlayStation gamer and you want to access anything outside of COD that probably be exclusive to Xbox, you probably have to go through Ubisoft Plus to play it. And if that's the case, you're gonna have to go through. You have to pay for their Ubisoft Plus service. Nvidia just came out and said they're increasing the price to GeForce now, and everywhere else but the United States, right?
Okay.
But at some point, look, I'm telling you, and it's probably the reason why they ain't choose the United States yet. But I think at some point, the United States is going to get a price increase. But you can blame this on the CMA.
You know what? I forgot. I blame it. My bad. Because also I blame it on the retail, the physical device situation. Because Best Buy just announced they're removing physical discs up out of their daggone retail stores. Once again, I was right. Understanding that these companies can control their property with an LLC, a physical license to your console, they don't need a physical disc anymore. It helps with piracy and all type of other mess. So yeah, this is a trickle down effect of them near getting ready to boot in what's the next phase in gaming and entertainment, where again, you're not going to own the physical disc anymore. It's going to be all digital.
Look, I don't.
Hey, brother.
All I'm
Foresight.
saying, all I'm saying is this: if Sony didn't want it on their streaming service or their cloud service, right?
Mm-hmm.
You think all of a sudden they're gonna, because they have to pay. This is ain't nothing free about this. Everborn, what's good, brother?
Nothing. What's going on, Everborn?
He low.
Hold on.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
See.
Okay. Oh, you actually loud.
They trying to silence me, but they can't.
What's good, brother? How you feeling today, man?
I am feeling fantastic. And you know, this had to go. First of all,
talk your shit.
First of all, listen. Friday the 13th, I'm gonna play Jason.
Spooky season.
Okay, break it down. I love your angles. Come on, break it down.
No, because here's the thing. Like I know Tom Warren telegraphed that it was gonna happen that day, but I was like, it cannot be. Like the universe don't work like that.
Yeah,
we knew it was gonna go down, but in the way that it went down on the day that it went down, and this is something I noticed. Like that video and by the way, I knew they was gonna release something because I heard some things, right? So I knew they had these joints canned. They had like a couple commercials canned. You saw one from Activision. You saw the Xbox joint. But one thing that struck me, right? And I don't know if anybody else felt this. That Beautiful Morning commercial they did. See, a lot of people will tell you that the thing that Sony and Nintendo have that they trade off of is that nostalgia, right? It is that sort of taking you back to have some sort of emotional connection with this stuff. And I feel like that video kind of made you feel like that, right? Because those IPs that Activision has are the things that people came up off when they came into gaming, right?
Yeah.
And you kind of just feel like we've been there. We got the Twitter or the X law degrees. You know what I'm saying? like you know what I'm saying? Going through this whole process 2 years, and it feels like that weight is off your shoulder. So
yeah,
like we really got to think about this is done and the FTC is going to do the things that the FTC does, but good luck with that, right?
Yeah, basically.
Now my just think about this, because when I was on here, what was it, in May? Almost June, the last time I was on here, we talked about this. Jim Ryan was the Svengali. He was the evil genius, right?
Yeah,
getting what he got to get out of the deal. Ooh. And he knows what he's doing. And remember when we was told there's no consequences for him? Right? We was told that he's just looking out for his shareholders. Right. Even I said, I do the same thing. Now, there does come a point where you push too far. And so we went from Redfall, CMA Block, Redfall, and Fire Phil to Jim Ryan is gone and the deal is done.
Think about it. Definitely.
Right?
Yep.
Facts.
Really think about how the world is turned on its head. And the thing that I keep trying to drive home for people is you have never seen Microsoft fully invested in gaming. You haven't seen it, right? Don't let this last 2 years, we got to look like we weak because the regulators is making us out to be the boogeyman.
Yeah.
And they painting pictures like just because we are not a charity business that we're evil, right? Because we're not even allowed to make no money. Yeah. How dare we? How dare we have an exclusive or or some early access. Right? So now you have a Microsoft where gaming from a revenue perspective is going to be the deal's done. Gaming at Microsoft is larger than Windows. I want you to think about that for a second.
Ooh.
Gaming at Microsoft is now their third largest business, only behind Azure and Office.
Wow. Crazy turnaround. You know what? I didn't even think of that.
And guess what? Phil is on the board, right? So you might have said, and this is the wild thing. Panos Panay just left Microsoft.
Yeah,
He was the head of devices and Windows. Now, it's not like a hierarchy, but Panos was more highly ranked on the board. You understand? Now Phil, it's like Phil, Amy, Satya, right? In terms of senior ranking members. Again, I'm not saying it's a hierarchy.
Yeah.
But I'm saying in major players out there, Phil is up there, right?
Right.
Now, when Microsoft is all in on something, it is take no prisoners mode.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't understand. Listen. Now that the deal is done, everybody was right to be afraid.
They better be. They better be. If they see what we see, they better be.
I want you to think about this, right?
Okay, break it down.
When Microsoft gets into world domination mode, you get Windows. What percentage of the PC market does Windows have?
What's that about? What is it now? About 90, 95?
Something like that, right? When Microsoft gets into world domination mode, you get Office.
Yeah.
When Microsoft is in world domination mode, and they're not there yet, but you see what the investment in Azure is.
Yeah.
When they're in world domination, you see what the investment in AI is.
Yeah. They just steamrolled AI.
Gaming is up there with AI, Office, and cloud right now.
Facts.
What do you think they're gonna do with that? Do you think is oh kumbaya, let's be nice? The shareholders at Microsoft don't work that way. So, yes, we got to be nice. We got to smile at everybody. But and I'm not saying this is not for me to say doom and gloom. You already know that, far from it. It is to say they asked for they said this, right? Post. They said, you're a $2 trillion company. Why don't you invest in your own business? I don't have to feel sorry for you. Sony's getting the exclusives. They're spending the money.
Okay, I'm back. My bad. I'm back. What you say?
No, I said they always said you're a big $1 trillion company.
Right.
Why are you crying about exclusives? Go get your own exclusives. Build your own studios.
Yep.
Right?
Exactly.
You don't got no games. I don't feel bad for you. Right? Now, what I want you to pay attention to, and there's a Venn diagram here, right? We got two circles, and they're going to converge. In one circle, you got the people that said Sega is not Sony's fault that Sega is gone, right? They said this. They said it was bad decisions. It didn't matter that Sony had more money. It didn't matter that Sony was locking up partners and taking away exclusives from Sega, right? Sega had Tomb Raider that was supposed to come to the platform. None of that mattered. It's Sega's fault while Sega is gone. Now, in the other circle, you have all of the people that are, as we speak, crying about this deal being done. And they have their concern for the industry. And so what I'm saying is, if you didn't shed a tear for Sega, whatever happens to Sony happens to Sony is all I'm saying.
They were celebrating what happened to Sega.
Whether they celebrate it or not, they said it's just business. So if it was just business then, don't cry now. Now, this may not be the time for it, but as I said earlier, I don't care, right?
Mm-hmm.
Phil was just asked at Tokyo Game Show, do you plan further investment in Japan, and how so? And Phil said, well, we got to grow the Japanese studios that we do have.
Right.
Great. I don't know what studios they got. Tango Gameworks, but okay.
Yeah, exactly.
But he said we're gonna have to grow our internal studios to make Japanese content, and we have to grow in other ways.
Ooh, I know what you go ahead. I know where you go.
What you think those other ways are?
Acquisition.
And on the same day, I don't know if you peeped this, right? Today, this morning, within minutes of the deal being announced, Sega of Japan tweets in Japanese letters the picture of Phil and Sarah visiting the Sega offices.
What? I didn't see that.
Now, hold on.
Wait.
No, I'll send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you.
Man, dropping exclusives. He dropping exclusive tapes here. Hold on.
It's all good, brother. I got you.
My God.
Oh, they did that today, ever?
No, listen, are you about to see it? And so the thing is, hold on a minute. Let me find it.
We liking what we see.
Okay. Check this out. I retweeted it too, so
okay.
So I'm gonna send you that, and then you just look at the original. So boom, sent.
Okay. Hold on. Yo, Xbox CEO Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond's visit to the Sega Atlas booth at TGS 2023 was posted on the Xbox blog. They enjoyed the right. Ooh, the
Why would you tweet that today, though?
That's crazy.
Now, what I'm about to tell you is a fact and is backed up by affidavits and evidence, right?
Break it down. Okay, what you got for
Microsoft already put in the request for funds to purchase Sega. We already know that. That's a fact. That's not me being speculative. That's not wishful thinking. That's a fact on paper.
And it got approved.
Now, what else we know is that was in April of 2021.
They got
when they wanted that. Now, in what we also know is that in November of 2021, is when I think it might have been October, November, just through the documents or whatever. That's when Bobby K came crawling to Phil, like, let's work something out, right?
Yep.
I'm naked and hungry, right?
Yep.
Now, the month after that is when Sega announces the partnership with Microsoft, inked the deal with Sarah Bond for the Super Game, and we're gonna use all your technology, right? And we got a partnership on games and Game Pass, and Persona, Atlas and Persona, who you couldn't get on Xbox for a whole generation, they can't even announce a game unless it's on the Xbox stage. So now you're already using the tech. You got the marketing agreement for all the games. Most of them are coming to Game Pass because remember, Inshin and all of that is now coming to Game Pass. All the Persona joints coming to Game Pass. Now, what if that deal was just a hold that thought?
Yeah.
And we gonna keep you on a lifeline.
Yeah.
Until this whole other situation that fell in our laps, and we just got to do it.
We're gonna make a little down payment, put some little money in your pocket. Okay, I see. Okay,
So,
I see what you're saying.
All I'm saying is, I do not believe in coincidences. That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
Now,
hey, Everborn, let me ask you
what
this.
up? What up,
do you
though?
feel about the Embracer Group situation? You think Microsoft walk away with some of the studios like Crystal Dynamics?
I mean, we all hope that, right?
We hope, yeah.
Because even with everything they got, and again, I know that this is always framed about what Microsoft can't do, but we don't look at the fact that they are the most diverse publisher now between racing, arcade racing sims, flight sims, first-person shooters, Western RPGs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
They got it all because they not doing the over-the-shoulder simulators.
Yeah.
Not in the same numbers. Not in the same numbers as the distinguished competition. So what IDOS and Crystal D gives you is that thing. Right? Now, clearly, the goalposts will be moved post-haste once they do get that.
Yep.
And I want you to pay attention to how quick you're going to see the smear campaign against COD.
It already started.
Yeah. Now, listen, I want to be clear. COD was just something that was so big, everybody played it, but everybody kind of ignored it, right? What you're going to see happen now is it's going to be an offensive. Now, you think the Starfield treatment was bad, right? I think we are getting ready to see a mass FUD campaign, the likes of 2013.
Oh no, not like this ever saga. Not like this.
Listen, you know it's gonna happen. You know it. Because
how, Sway? How?
Look, let me tell you something. And again, hindsight is 2020, right? But what did we talk about in 2013? Because Sony did that little "this is how you trade your games" nonsense.
Right.
We talked about TV. Why are they only focusing on TV? Right? You fast forward to 10 years later, and everybody's begging. You talking about Last of Us, you talking about Uncharted movies, you talking about Spider-Man, you talking about Gran Turismo movie, you talking about greenlighting Horizon series, greenlighting God of War from Amazon.
They jacked
that
the whole
sounds a hell of a lot
playbook.
Like TV to me.
Yeah, they took a whole playbook. I'm with you.
Okay, now we said, well, why don't you focus on the games back in 2013? Do you know that Microsoft had more AAA exclusives than Sony for the first, 2-3 years of that life cycle last year? We all ignored those. They had the best looking game in Rise, but we kept talking about TV. And then Microsoft say, listen, we're going to give you digital rights so that you could trade your digital games, share them with up to 10 people, all of that stuff, But you got to check in once a day. You know where people went to complain about that? On the fucking internet.
Always online.
They went on the internet to complain about a daily check-in to the internet. Think about that.
Yeah.
You fast forward now,
everybody,
and we're selling consoles that's all digital where the disc is an afterthought that you gotta attach.
I gotta counter argue with you though.
I'm still leaving with this Call of Duty mess. Go ahead.
It's not really a counter argument, but I feel like right now is the perfect storm. Because I'm even seeing like journalists and media articles kind of like the question mark. What the hell is Sony doing?
Yeah, because they see the writing on the wall and they trying to get on the goods. They trying to get on the winning team, the money team.
Right, right. They're trying to damage control, but I mean, it's hard to damage control a PlayStation Portal. It's a mobile device that requires you to be stationary. Like it's really hard for them to damage control it. And I think Microsoft might be like the timing is just perfect.
Well, I got some words about the Sony situation in a minute, but my point is,
what's your point with the Call of Duty mess? Because you said it's going to be a slander campaign. How could they slander where they literally they did a 360 and changed the narrative completely from Xbox don't have no games to now we're about to get a AAA game every quarter of next year of 2024.
Yeah, it's gonna be more than every quarter. You might get one every 2 months.
And now they're having their dealings with Japan to even bring in those type of games. How can you bash that narrative coming in the future?
Have you seen the internet? Have you seen some of these places? Now check this out. Look at Diablo. Right? Diablo came out in June. People were talking about this could be game of the year over Tears of the Kingdom. Diablo came out and the whole sky turned red because of that fire that was coming over from Canada. And that was like marketing for that. Diablo was a return to form, as they called it. Everybody loved it, right? And then Microsoft beat the FTC in court. And like clockwork, nobody's talking about Diablo no more. And oh my God, look what they did with the season 1 pass. The game's dead. Nobody ever liked it. Stop talking about it. If they could do that to Diablo, to where Diablo was a game of the year contender, and now it's almost like it was a never was. What do you think they could do to COD?
Not nothing. Not a goddamn
Listen,
thing.
they're not going to do nothing to the sales.
Right?
No.
I'm listening to them bash Call of Duty. I'm listening to them bash Call of Duty open beta right now, and people are still playing it by the boatload.
Listen, I am
not nonstop.
I am not in any way saying that they're going to affect the sales. They're not.
Right. Oh, that's my only concern is the sales.
People been calling Call of Duty mid for the last decade, and they buy it anyway, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And so that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about the
narrative on Twitter,
narrative and the media. So I'm just saying, keep your mind on it. You're gonna see it happen. Now, to me, the Sony situation is very interesting. Why? I don't know if you guys talked about this, but why do you think Jim Ryan is no longer going to be at Sony?
What's the plethora of things? I'm not even going to hold you. I'm just going to say right now the ABK deal is definitely number one.
You think it's a factor?
That's the, in my opinion, that is the heavy number one factor where we spent X amount of dollars. We allow outside sources to come in and check our information of what we got going on, all because you wasn't. You didn't properly manage this deal for us to look bad. That shit looked bad. You coming out bashing your first party games, talking about they are unsustainable. That looked terrible, in my opinion.
This is why he left.
Due to the lack of software sales.
Before y'all continue, shout out to Top Shotter with the $10. Jim Ryan said the ABK deal will be the end of Sony, so it makes sense for him to retire if he believes it to be true. Microsoft closed on the 13th to tell Sony this is their nightmare.
There you go.
Shout out to my brother Rob, who randomly robs everybody with the $5. Today is Microsoft Friday the 13th massacre. I also have a feeling when Spider-Man drops, Microsoft gonna announce ABK game is going into Game Pass the same day. Okay, y'all can continue.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That in the fail hardware with them coming out with the VR failing, and then the this portable shit is going to fail. So
that's part of it. But the big thing is his business model. His plans included the revenue that they made from Call of Duty. You take that away, now everything that you planned and had in place for the next 5, 6, 7, maybe even 10 years, now you got to start from scratch.
So, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. And Jim ain't have an answer.
So I think there's two things. Do we think that he was pushed out, or he said, listen?
Oh, he was 1000% pushed out on a professional level. Yeah, step your ass down and get out the way because you fucked this all up. And you want to retire? We will humbly take your retire, and we'll get the PR team on it. I had a whole argument over this.
I think it's the respect they let him go respectfully.
Yeah,
I don't think he was pushed out. I just think the pressure, the tension was extreme.
No, we're not doing that. No.
I'm saying I'm not saying he retired because of family reasons. I'm saying he couldn't. It got too hot in the kitchen.
No.
It got too hot in the kitchen and he couldn't take it. So he bailed on him.
No. They fired his ass respectfully.
Okay, so check this out. I just look at PlayStation makes a lot of money, but they operate on 7 to 12% margins. So when you hear they made $25 billion, that means they took home $2.5 billion on average.
Thank you. Somebody said
right?
Thank you.
So now, listen, they told me when we said why the hell would Microsoft sell a $16 billion a year business, they said revenue is not profit.
Yep.
And they told me I don't know the difference, and I was stupid.
See,
now
you ain't the only one, brother. I was called disingenuous.
Right. We find out from the court documents that the margins are higher. And Xbox is taking home more profit before ABK, but that's neither here nor there. That's not what I came to talk about, right?
Ever. Before you proceed, I asked that. I say they're profiting 20-some billion, but they only bring you home 2, 3, 4. How is that good?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. Hardware business is low margins. You make money in the software. Right?
Hello.
That's hard, and that's been the truth for all hardware businesses. So 7%, 10% is actually good when you look at how much. It's only Apple that really makes that kind of money, and Nintendo is doing something special because they're running on 25% margins. And see, all these rumors that we heard about Microsoft not being happy with Xbox is because Microsoft, being a software company, they used to operate in 40% margins. So even though Xbox margins may be higher than PlayStation, they're not in line with the 40% that Microsoft is used to. And this is why budgets and things got cut by Amy Hood during the Xbox One generation, which is what caused them to lose COD, which caused them to lose other things and not be able to pay for the games that they wanted. And they didn't know no IP, and they couldn't buy studios back in the 360 days because they were just coming out of a antitrust joint.
And who confirmed that? Who confirmed that, Evan?
The man from Sega.
Yeah, on IMOs.
Yeah. Peter Moore. Yeah,
Peter Moore confirmed that they couldn't buy studios.
So the point is, right? People hear those rumblings and they think Xbox is not making no money, but turns out that's not the case. But anyway, my point is Sony operates on low margins, right? So they cannot afford to take big risks, right? And when they do, they well, that's part of the reason why you see a lot of their games like feel the same, because they know those will work.
Yep.
Right. This is why they're not in the variety of, we don't know if a first person shooter is going to work because those are hard to do, so we're not going to do it. We don't know if a strategy
live services
work, right?
Yeah.
But what Jim came in and said, I am betting the farm on service games. But Jim did that at a time where almost no new service games are working. Now, I want you to think about this for a second. Name me one breakout hit service game that is not mobile, because Jim didn't do any significant investment in mobile. And I want that's another thing. That's another thing.
Hello.
The board is looking at Jim and saying, wait a minute, this deal is going to go through. We've bought 7 studios and an independent publisher in Bungie for about $4 or $5 billion
total. Yep.
Right. What in the $4 or $5 billion that you spent of the company's money since this deal was announced, you have one,
mobile market,
tarnished our name.
Hello.
Right. Around the world and said our games don't matter. You got caught lying to regulators.
Hello.
Right. You overpaid for Bungie. Who then went around and got Naughty Dog and canceled Naughty Dog's game. This is your premium studio. And then caused one of the heads of that studio to leave. This is what you did. Now, in all of that $5 billion you spent lying to regulators, flying around the world, devaluing the brand, getting the US to look at us during a trade deal. So now the Japanese FTC is looking at us like, what the F are you doing?
You spent all that money on lawyers, very expensive.
And you got a worse deal for Activision content, because now all you get is COD. Right. And add to all of that, for all of that, all you didn't make any investment in any major mobile studio. Wait a minute. You bought Nixus, who is porting games. You're not ready to do PC day and date.
The pipeline ain't built for it yet.
You're not ready to do PC day and date.
The pipeline ain't built for it yet.
And now Microsoft is on the heels of releasing Starfield with a game that goes onto Steam, even though it's free in Game Pass. It has more concurrent players in early access than all of your games combined peak concurrent players.
What game we talking about?
Let him
Starfield.
Let that man cook.
Hell yeah.
So this is the thing, right? By the way, I didn't even mention PSVR because I never used it, so I'm not going to talk against it. I know that I'm using the Quest 3 right now, and it's wild.
They missed the mark again.
Hey, but hold on. They missed. Why is there not an Astrobot on the PSVR 2? That shit.
Well, listen. I'm going to say right now. To me, Astrobot and Returnal is this. Like, I want more of that from Sony, right? Like, because those are things that are different from what they normally do. And I feel like we're getting a lot of director's cuts and remakes and sequels, and I know that they have the talent to do that, but I feel like they're in this corner where everything they do has to be like greatness. And so again, they're spending hundreds of millions of dollars to make these things, so they have to make sure it works, so they don't get to be as experimental as what we know that they are capable of. Right. So I'm not, and this is not to like, shit on PlayStation, but I'm saying, if anybody can point to anything that I said that was not true, right? They bought one mobile studio who has never made a game.
Damn.
Huh?
right? And all of that.
Come
Wait a
on
minute.
now.
Wait a minute. On top
Come
of
on
all
now,
of
Evan.
that, on top of all of that, so worst deal for Call of Duty, embarrassed them around the world, pissed off their studios, overspent for Bungie, $5 billion, not one investment except for a studio who never made a game in mobile. And that's where the growth is in the industry. And you're doing that at a time where you have woken the $2 trillion giant. And now you pissed them off.
Where's your
On top
return?
of that,
Where would you see your return?
the thing you are known for in the industry that everyone loves you for, you've de-emphasized that because you want to spend 60% of your production budget on service games at a time where service games are failing left and right. And what is the wave right now is Elden Ring, Hogwarts Legacy, Tears of the Kingdom, Starfield, these massive open world single player games that have long legs and branching narratives. And that's where the industry is right now, because we may be on a collapse of service games. Because again, you can't point me to a new service game that is not attached to an existing IP in the last 5 years, right? Who made it? Like, yes, Fortnite is still Fortnite. Warzone is still Warzone. Apex is still Apex.
Well, Apex
Rainbow
is actually
Six is still
Apex actually Titanfall.
Exactly. And Rainbow Six is Rainbow Six. Everybody else, their service game is grand opening, grand closing. And that's what you bet a risk-averse company's money on.
I think Jim was desperate. You just spent.
Man,
You just spent. You gotta look. You're looking at like 4 or 5 billion, maybe somewhere in the 6 range. You're selling a lot of consoles, but you're not selling a lot of software. You know that about Square Enix coming out saying that their exclusivity to PlayStation was not enough, and it was one of the reasons why they was. I think he was desperate, and he needed live services. He needed some type of a revenue driver to get him a good return on their investment. Go ahead,
Evan. And you told investors at your company that Bungie was going to be worth more than Activision.
Correct.
Yes, he did.
Now, again, for all of that, how is Sony positioned for the future? And by the way, after everything I just said, they've pulled out from every major trade show.
Yep.
Hello.
They don't do a show in 2 years and then came back with, I will let you guys describe what that showcase was, only to follow it up with a secret showcase that ended up being worse than the first one.
It was the same showcase.
It was the same shit.
They just added
remixed the remix.
They added baby
So on you've invested in VR technology where you're still not seen as the leader in that space. And your fan base is now starting to look at you sideways. The most hardcore of PlayStation fans. These is 10 toes down, D in the dirt fans, right? Even they're questioning your brand now.
Yeah. That's what Barry was talking about in that space.
So again, all of that for what?
For
a worse deal in Call of Duty?
Yep.
No investment in mobile. You don't have a development pipeline that can give you day and date PC games.
Nope.
Which is listen, mobile and PC is the only places that are growing, right? The only way you could grow in the console market, you can't take no more market share from Microsoft.
Nope.
Right? You got it all, but guess what? You're not getting any more now because they just got ABK. So forget about that. You can't grow there. Are you going to grow by taking market share from Nintendo? Because it's the same 350 million people in the console space every year. And you are not positioned for where the growth is. And you're running on 10% margins and or less.
Thank you. Thank you.
So if you want to stand on business, Jim Ryan either saw this and was like, let me get out so while we at the top and people don't blame me, so I'm gonna fart in the elevator and leave and let y'all figure out who did it. Or the board is looking at this and they're saying, I can't get jiggy with this.
Yeah.
Right? You got to go. Now, if I was being slanderous, again, I would say perhaps a consequence, perhaps the North remembers. And Phil said, if you want us to sign a Call of Duty deal, which we obviously don't have to, maybe Jimbo's gone.
Yep.
But again, that's just me being that's the tinfoil Koofy. Where Phil was like, I want you to remember who did this.
Very thin.
Look, let me tell you something.
Anyway, I got like 15 more minutes because I want to get in some Starfield tonight before I go to bed. But I saw you live and I told you I was gonna be here when that deal closed.
We gotta cook. Like, this is on short notice.
Listen, let's set something up where we could really break
where we
down
can
the
really
business
break
and
this
the
down.
details and these things.
And
we'll promote it
really
too. We'll just, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely. That's definitely what I want to do, because every time I get you on, it's always on short notice. But I had to go. I could not go live on the day that this got announced. But
yo, speaking of that, you know, at work we had like 4 fires to put out. And I got people on vacation. Some of the software developers on vacation, and I had to jump in and fix some problems because we had some deliverables, and I couldn't really be in none of the spaces or the live channels to celebrate. And it's not till around 8 o'clock tonight that I really had a chance to sit down and take this whole thing in. But I just want, again, the deal is done. I don't think we really realize that,
bro. That's it right there.
Hey, Alva, I was saying that it ain't really hit yet. It ain't really hit yet, bro.
I see it in Game Pass.
It ain't really hit. I said that earlier today. It's like, and I forgot who I was talking to. We was like, I can't believe this shit is. It don't feel real, bro.
I was worried if Phil Spencer said it was confirmed, because it's so much bad news going around. I don't know what's what no more. So
no, Phil confirmed it, but it's still surreal.
I saw the trailer, but it was
it's
just
still
like,
surreal though. It's still surreal, bro.
We have been so plugged into this, and it's been such a listen. I'm telling you right now, if False Patents writes that book, first of all, we might be in it, but
you feel me?
Even if not, like, that's absolutely something I'm gonna read. And again, like this,
it's surreal.
That I'm telling you, I watched that announcement video like 5 times, and it's just something that gives you,
bro, goosebumps,
chills. And listen. What makes it even sweeter is all the clutching of pearls and gnashing of teeth and crying and doom and gloom. And I'm worried about the industry, and this is going to lead to lower quality games and what happens in a subscription service. Like, it's glorious.
That's the most irritating one right
there. No.
This
is diabetic levels of salt, as they
so
say.
Watered down. Like, stop it.
Let me tell you something.
Stop it.
This shit is. I don't even know how to explain the magnitude of this moment, right?
And Starfield just came out, and Forza is out right now.
Forza, right?
And I want
so Call of Duty finna drop, and they finna get all that bread.
Listen. You know what this means? You know what 2023 was for Xbox? Hi-Fi Rush.
Yep.
Starfield.
Yep.
Diablo.
Yep.
Forza.
Yep.
Call of Duty in November.
Yep.
That's 1 year. So y'all talking about that one game a quarter, one AAA a quarter. We gonna get one AAA every 2 months. Man. It was one AAA a quarter. That was said before ABK.
Thank you. I was on Dirk Griggity's show earlier today, And we talked about this. I say at this point, we might get multiple games per quarter at this point, especially if Phil do what he said he was going to do in terms of relinquishing ABK Studios from being some Call of Duty support and allow them to create whatever they want. One, you go into not only that, right? You got Modern Warfare 3 and Forza Motorsport closing out this year, right? You go into 2024, you got Avowed, you got Hellblade 2, you got Call of Duty golf thing that's coming from Treyarch, you got Towerborn and other games that we probably don't even, bro.
You said Hellblade and Avowed, and what's the PlayStation roadmap?
We don't know.
Nigga, dust.
We don't know. Same thing I was telling Jabbar. I say, what is no roadmap for PlayStation, even over the next 5 or 10 years. We can talk about Microsoft roadmap over the next 5 or 10 years right now. And we can name titles, unannounced titles. We can name stuff that we know is in the pipeline for the next 5 or 10 years. You can't do that for PlayStation. And then you don't know who is going to be the next leader.
And 6 out of 10 of them are going to be service games.
Yeah.
At a time where the by and large, the audience is turning against service games. Like, I want you to think about this. Every time you hear a service game announced,
people cringe.
You hear groans.
Yeah.
Audible groans like,
not this again. Yeah. I seen how bad it was. I didn't know how bad it was until 2K. Until 2K came out with this Battle Pass BS that they got right now. That's when I started really notice, like, okay, the fan base really is not rocking with this at all. Like, no.
And see,
but
this
Sony lives off of that fan base. It's that hype. And
this
fans believe in this is greatness. And if that's what a brand is, right? It's the loyalty to it. It's that feeling behind it. And if you turn them away, you don't have anything.
This is what I pointed out earlier in that space when I was talking to Barb, because I talked about this with them years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, and specifically say everything that's going on now would happen, and it did, right? Even though he got amnesia.
Of course.
My thing was that I told Bari, Porter Rock, J-Dub, all them, even Z now, that Sony is too reliant on third party for live services and multiplayer games. And at some point, they was, from a first party perspective, they would have needed to rectify that, right? And they was like, well, no, Sony just need to do what they do best, and that's first party games, and leave it up to third party for the live services and multiplayer games.
Man.
And look how we at now.
Bro.
Look where we at now. Nobody, and the reason why I said that is because of this. Who could have predicted that Microsoft would have brought Activision Blizzard King, right? And also you got to take into account that Amazon may put both foot into the game at some point and start buying up. Apple, who's been low-key transitioning their ecosystem more towards gaming, might come and buy some things up.
Netflix,
Disney, they're trying to push Disney to buy to get into the entertainment business. Especially
can I say something about that Disney EA thing?
Go ahead.
Just real quick. Because there's this like FUD campaign going around saying that like we were in support of Activision, but now we mad at Disney. Nobody mad at Disney and EA. Nobody cares about that
at all, bro.
Right? And honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now, that might be a good fit between ESPN and then Madden and FIFA.
Yeah,
right. Because Disney owns ESPN, and now if you're saying EA, and by the way, if it happens, all of the Marvel stuff will be multi-plat.
Yeah. You could build the ESPN stuff into the sports game.
Right. And think about this, right? You watch the movie or the TV show or the sports game, and then you go play the video game. And then after you watch the movie and then you go play the video game, guess what? You go see the same characters in the theme park. It actually works.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think Disney can afford it.
That's all
because they having trouble with money right now. But I'm not mad at that idea.
I think it'll work. You got EA on one point that got developers, and you got Disney that have IP.
And guess
a lot
what?
of EA stuff is licensed. It's not original IP. So they could do wonders with Disney IP.
And guess what? Guess what, Post?
Yeah.
Before that deal, there would be, let's call it 5 major publishers. After that deal, still 5 major publishers.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't affect anything. I get where you something with it.
Right.
This deal didn't.
Disney is not in the games business, so it doesn't matter if they bought them.
Do you know how many publishers and game developers there are in the world? Microsoft ain't put a dent in shit by acquiring Activision. Let's get this straight.
So
Microsoft
again, and I'm not,
ain't put a dent in nothing.
Not a damn thing. But again, I just want to say, I keep hearing this, and people are making these posts like, "Oh, now you against consolidation." Nobody cares about. Nobody's mad if Disney bought EA. Nobody. Right? I don't think they can afford it. But next time you see that, just remember that they're trying to paint that like we're crying about. Listen, I'll tell you right now.
About that narrative. All I care about is college basketball. Can I get it? Please and thank you. That's it. That's all.
So I don't. If even if Sony says they got to react, if they got any money left anyway, if they want to react, and I really think if Sony really wants to position themselves for the future, right? Because here's the problem when you run on those kind of margins. One bad generation, you could be in trouble. 2 in a row.
Yep.
And you know what I mean? So
you
and I'm not saying
like by Apple.
Hello.
So they can't they can't make mistakes. And I'm not saying they are making mistakes or they will make mistakes.
I'm saying they are.
Sycamore is saying Warner Brothers will be on the market. I would think, if anything, that would be the best people for Sony to team up with if they was gonna buy anybody. Now, I don't know if Sony wants to take on that headache of what Warner Brothers is, because that's been sold so many times and flipped so many times. It must tell you that it's a horrible business. But they have IP out the woodwork, and imagine Sony being in charge of all of DC. They'd get a streaming video service, right, that they could roll in their Crunchyroll and Funimation into, and you'd get WB Games. So it helps their gaming business. It helps them have IP at a level that can compete with Disney. But again, Hollywood and I don't know. They might be too risk averse for that. And I think it would be more of a merger than a straight up acquisition. Although, to be clear, technically Discovery are the ones that bought WB from AT&T. So they borrowed way more than they were worth to do it. So it's possible. So a lot of people saying Sony don't have money. That's what credit is for. Yep. Right? So they technically could do it. And again, I'm not gonna sit here and cry unless they buy Sega, because you guys already know my bias or whatever. Yep. But I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, Microsoft could get it now, I'm mad Sony could get it. But here's the problem now. Right? Now, see, King Webb in the chat says regulators would kill it. Right?
Would kill what?
A Sony acquisition deal. And that's part of the problem with their approach to the Activision deal and trying to stop it, right? You have now
they fucked up.
Listen, think after everything I said, the other side effect of that opposition to this deal, when again you were never going to lose COD, right?
Yep.
So again, I ask, what was the purpose of it? Because now you probably could have got all ABK content. Now you only get COD.
Yep.
But on top of that, the gaming industry was something regulators never really batted an eye at.
Yeah.
Right? And we know this because they didn't bat an eye at ZeniMax.
Yeah.
And they didn't bat an eye at Bungie. And they didn't bat an eye at all of the stuff Embracer Group brought up. Right? No one cared about this. Now, again, you can say it's the size of the deal, right? And that's what made regulators eyeballing it. But we all knew, and we were right, there was no reason to block this deal. Because if they could find one, we knew they wanted to.
Yeah.
Right? So there was no reason to block this deal, and no regulators cared about video games. It was only politicians when they wanted to like move people away from like gun violence talks. They just blamed it on video games, right? That's the only time, right? That's the only time video games came up for any politicians or regulators. So Sony comes now, does this, and they have positioned creative IP as essential input.
Yep.
This is akin to saying that the MCU is so big that no one else can make movies.
Yep.
Right? Instead of saying, hey, just make a better movie, like, I don't know, Barbie goes and makes $1 billion, and so does Oppenheimer, right? Because if you make a good product, people will go buy it. That's how the entertainment business works. No one's guaranteed to stay on top. We're not talking about internet or electricity, right? This is creative IP, and games die all the time.
Yep.
And people just like squirrel. They look at the new thing. But now Sony has now positioned that. And they've said that when a player is moderately strong in the market, an IP can get so big that no one is allowed to have it.
Yep.
So you know what that means? Now if Sony wants to compete, how can they buy anybody?
Yep.
They're the number one in the console space.
Yep. They put
and
all their bidders out there.
You've put that idea in regulators' head that a single game could be essential input. And you know what that means to your partners?
Yep.
They can't have any IP that's too big or they can't sell.
Yep.
So your partners don't like you now, right? Square, which was your down bottom, they are even saying you're not enough, and they're on stage with Phil.
Yep. He definitely messed the game up. He made Sony a target. You went out there unnecessarily too.
And guess what? They got all your paperwork now. Because remember,
hello.
Yep.
The FTC and the CMA and all of them have discovery from Sony, and they know what their contracts look like.
Yep.
So at any time they want to say, you know what? We actually do consider partial foreclosure anti-competitive, or we actually do think exclusive content, or hey, maybe the next Spider-Man sells 40 million. That's an essential input now.
Yeah, he was even talking about genre foreclosure.
This is what I'm saying. But they was never talking like this before, and now they're talking that way. So now, if Sony wants to say, "Oh wow, they actually got ABK. Wow, we're not positioned for mobile. We got to make an acquisition." Oops. Play the recording.
Yep.
Or I'll do you one better.
That's why Jim had to get up out of there.
If
thank you.
Microsoft is allowed to purchase ABK, we would never recover. I don't know if you know this, but Microsoft was allowed to purchase ABK today.
Yep.
Does that mean they never gonna recover?
Well, we gotta see. But
or was he lying? Which one is it?
He definitely made them a target.
And listen, all of the people that told me and you, post that he's telling the truth. They need that now. And he's not just saying this just to say it. He's not lying. So now, do those people believe Sony is dead and they will never recover?
Hey, that's a good question.
Man, that's the $1 million
That's a
question
good
right there.
That's a good question.
So
definitely
here's the question now. This is how you frame it. Was Jim Ryan full of shit like we said, or are you full of shit?
Facts. Facts. Because if that's the case, PlayStation is going to be in a state of desperate.
They need Call of Duty to make God of War, and they will not recover if Microsoft is able to put because that's what they said. They said Game Pass is the de facto exclusive. Those were Sony's words.
Yep.
And people are gonna come to know that Call of Duty is an Xbox IP, even if it's on PlayStation, so it don't matter. And we can't live without that with our 7% margins.
Yeah. What I say earlier, they lowered the cost. Microsoft have now lowered the cost, the entry barrier to access Call of Duty.
Value destructive is what they called it. So again, is Sony cooked? Somebody's lying. That's all I want to know. Post. I need to know who was lying.
We gonna
put everything on Phil.
You know what did it? The Series S. I blame it on the Series S.
Damn.
So anyway, on that note, gentlemen, I'm gonna let you guys go and see if I can get some Starfield and finish this Crimson Fleet quest. That's like lasting like 35 hours.
Bro,
tired of this thing. Like the Crimson Fleet quest don't make no sense. Right?
It's very long, but I heard it's rewarding. That's the reason why I'm doing it. I heard you get a whole ship and everything, but I
already got a ship from the Freestar Collective, and I got an apartment from the Vanguard.
I just got the apartment for the Vanguard, but
oh man,
hey, let me say something.
Yeah,
we talking this industry stuff. Let's talk about games for 1 second before I get out of here. Who married Sarah?
I did.
Not me.
I did.
Cause I
hoes
did,
ain't
but I
loyal.
kind of fell into it.
She reminded me of Jada Pickett. I'm cool.
Listen.
No,
listen. So I married her at the game, and then I bring her on all of my trips now, and I can't do nothing without her complaining. It's like everything has to do.
No,
can't do this.
That's just the game in general. Because Barry does the same thing.
Well,
Barry does the same thing.
You don't like you doing anything bad. Like everything has to be morally.
Yeah, but it like she has this old lady British teacher voice, like she's just nagging me.
She's just nagging the back of your foot.
But listen, when you ride with Andreja and you say, listen, I might have to torture this person or pull blood from a stone. She says, you never seen me put blood from a stone. See, Andreja is about that life. And every time I go back to the ship and I see Sarah, I'm like, God,
this bitch.
Andreja, she aggravating too. Hey, but I got to say this. I have to say this about.
He said he love him a new girl.
I have to say this about Starfield.
Like, yeah, this bitch.
This is the first game I've ever seen where you can explore the galaxy feels infinite in this game, bro. Why aren't people bragging about it? Why isn't the media bragging about this game? We literally,
you know why,
exploring space.
Well, they was bragging with it at first, but yeah.
No, this is really, and they don't give it credit for this. Like, it feels like the world is alive, and it would exist whether you were there or not. Right? There's so much going on.
It's beyond that, bro. Like, so I'm on a planet, and I literally see it. I'm on is it a moon or a planet, and I literally see another planet orbiting around me, or I'm orbiting around it, and it's fast. It's like, so each planet has its own weather, gravity, like time of day cycle. But you literally can see the planet orbiting around the star, the moon orbiting around the planet. Bro, that shit is so fucking like true to fucking physics, bro.
He on his
like,
king blood shit.
But no, but no, what game is doing that? Bro? What other game is doing that?
Bro, trust me, I've already said that's my game of the year, brother. I've said it out the gate.
Listen.
I knew what it was. Even with the bugs it does have, it's still game of the year for me.
But we brag about the realism in game, but what game is stimulating space, time, and the continuum, bro? What other game is doing that shit, bro?
Hey, listen.
I know
care.
not to call it. I know a Sony game isn't doing it. I know that for a fact.
Listen. Game of the generation.
Big facts.
And I'm gonna tell you right now.
I've been playing it for the past couple hours.
Let's break this down real quick.
Shit.
Let's break this down real quick. What next gen games have we had so far?
What next
on
gen
Xbox?
game have we had so far?
On any platform? What next gen games we had since 2020? What next gen games?
Forbidden West is
You mean
cross.
like when you say next gen, like it's not playable on the previous gen?
Not playable on the previous gen. So get God of War and Horizon and GT7.
Ratchet and
Get 'em
Clank
outta
is
here.
probably the only one.
Okay, Ratchet and Clank. And you have Demon Souls Remake, but that's a PS3 game. And Returnal.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep going.
We got Forza Motorsport sports now. Starfield.
You could go third party also.
Third party.
Can't go Hogwarts. That's coming to last gen.
Mortal Kombat 1.
Yep.
Street Fighter is cross gen. Damn.
Deathloop.
Yeah, Deathloop is this gen.
Okay. Ghostwire. Sure.
How about Rush? Is that cross gen?
No. That's next gen only.
Is that shit on? Okay. God damn it. I can't think. It's a lot of games.
Wait.
Exo Prime.
It's Deathloop and Ghostwire really next generation though?
No. Don't matter. Only came out. It only came out. Listen, throw Gotham Knights in there. That was only next gen.
Okay.
My point is, not one of them games is touching Starfield. Game of the generation.
Talk that shit.
This is just empirical, right?
Mm-hmm.
Name any next gen game that is touching Starfield. Alan Wake 2.
Starfield.
Alan Wake 2 is not out yet. And
Nah.
I believe Alan Wake is gonna melt your face, but it's not gonna do what Starfield does. But it's not out yet.
What Starfield
So
is doing right now? No, nothing.
it's still not out yet, so it's not in the conversation. We can have this conversation again next week when Alan Wake and Spider-Man is out. But right now, anything that has come out,
period, just off of what you just said, what Starfield is doing, they're not doing that. They not. It just isn't. Just the depth along in that game is just crazy. So no.
I see Baldur's Gate has entered the chat. That's a CRPG. And I hear that falls apart in the third act. I haven't played it. So
which nobody seems to talk about. Nobody seems to talk about.
Oh, no. Baldur's Gate was the Starfield killer, and now it's the Cyberpunk.
No, even better than that. I know you gotta go, but it's crazy. If we look back a few years ago, the PlayStation guys that we communicate with, they would never ever give this game a chance. They would never in the RPGs and Western RPGs. Everything had to be
JRPG.
No, this is a hard RPG. It's not even like.
That's what I'm saying. This is roll the dice, random RPG, right? Turn based. But anyway, what happened, bro? What happened? This game was thought to be a PlayStation exclusive, and everybody
they stopped talking about it immediately after we found out it was only going to be a couple of weeks. That is what happened.
Exactly. I don't even argue with them dudes no more because you can't win. The standards change, the goal changes. You just what was cool yesterday.
Skip change. That boy get carried, bro. That motherfucker look like it's on Ocho Cinco back. How many juke moves he got? Like, brother, they moved that goalpost so bad. It don't make no sense.
So, no, but like really think about that. The moment they heard it was coming out a few weeks later, they pivoted to Cyberpunk, a game with 3 years worth of updates.
They stopped. They stopped talking about it entirely once the developer saying it's coming out on Xbox this year. They stopped.
That might happen this month. So, the point is, you really can't point to a next gen game that's doing what Starfield is attempting to do and therefore, and nothing we mentioned seems that it's better than Starfield. I won't speak for Baldur's Gate, but I know what I heard about the third act, so I'm not gonna talk about a game I haven't played. But if you ask me, empirically, Starfield is the game of the generation. But anyway, gentlemen, I'm getting ready to go play the game of the generation before I go to bed because I'm an old man now. I'm gonna let you guys go.
Thank you, brother. It's always a pleasure, man.
Xbox Game Studios, ZeniMax,
we up.
Activision, Blizzard, King, and next Sega.
Sega's on
And
the way.
I'm out.
Yes, sir. Have a good night, brother. Yo. Yeah, we still here. We still kicking. We still here. You feel me? Let me tell y'all something. Now y'all see what we've been talking about in terms of the position that Sony's in, that their own fan base don't want to come to terms with, that they're now starting to come to terms with. Let me show y'all something here. Oh man, we got another one. Let me see. Noah been playing Starfield the whole damn show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Look at this. Oh, let me show you.
We pay $70, and on Xbox it's free. So we got to see how this shit plays out. That roundtable that they're going to do over there at Microsoft and Activision, it's going to be brutal to sit through another one of them, and they start saying this is going to Game Pass day one, Game Pass, and then PlayStation fans. Again, I'm telling y'all how this shit gonna happen. You guys are gonna look stupid because you're gonna pay for it every year, and they're gonna get it for free. You're paying for their free ticket.
Hold on. We're gonna run it back. Let's run it back.
On Xbox, it's free.
Let's run it back.
Why you sound like Barack Obama to me?
That roundtable that they're going to do over there at Microsoft and Activision, it's going to be brutal to sit through another one of them, and they start saying this is going to Game Pass day one, Game Pass, and then PlayStation fans. Again, I'm telling y'all how this shit gonna happen. You guys are gonna look stupid because you're gonna pay for it every year, and they're gonna get it for free. You're paying for their free ticket.
That's
So that's why I'm saying, yeah, we got shooters on the way.
Stop the cap. No bullshit.
They need to get the Call of Duty fans off of Call of Duty. Let me just be real smart about this. Let me be articulate so I have no more questions from the chat or from the panel.
Listen to this.
Getting people off of Call of Duty is the major priority for PlayStation.
Listen to this.
If they're not off of Call of Duty in 10 years, if they have not migrated to something else in 10 years, then they will migrate to Xbox in 10 years. They will be even more invested in Call of Duty in 10 years, and they will migrate. If PlayStation fans do not stop buying Call of Duty, obviously this is a big major W for Microsoft. The highest selling game will be celebrated by Microsoft. And guess who would have gotten them there? The PlayStation gaming community. I have to say this 3 times because I don't think any of you guys understand. When Microsoft, during the next NPD, talks about the highest selling game, they can celebrate Call of Duty because it is now their game. But most of the sales will have came from PlayStation. So it will be the PlayStation gaming community that give Xbox a W. That's the type of bullshit that's going on right now. If you like Call of Duty and you can't stop playing it, Stardust said it. I'm not sure if Stardust trolls it. Stardust loves trolling me a lot. At these days, I just ignore him. But Stardust said he's not gonna stop playing. That's perfectly fine. You really should buy an Xbox because if you don't care that the money's going to Xbox, then you shouldn't matter if all of your money's going over there. Buy the console. Subscribe to Game Pass and Xbox Live. Go and buy Call of Duty on Xbox. All the money goes to Xbox. Now, we know that Xbox fans aren't going to do that, and we know PlayStation fans aren't going to switch over like that. But if they don't and they continue to buy Call of Duty or, let's say, Diablo, all that money goes to Xbox. When they celebrate sales,
they're taking a W off of you, off of the shoulders of the PlayStation gaming community,
bro.
Because we keep buying the games. This is a major test. This is a major test for all
A
types of
major
games.
test.
What
Is he
test?
gonna hold the line?
Activision isn't successful without the PlayStation gaming community. PC fans have found ways to hack and cheat in Call of Duty games. They don't play it as much as us, or they don't buy it as much as us. Let me put it that way. Xbox fans like Call of Duty, but they don't like it as much to buy the game anymore. In recent years, they stopped buying the game.
What is he talking about?
So
I'm lost.
First of all,
I'm lost in the
not the
motherfucker right here.
PlayStation. It's the casual community, right? And where the casual community choose to play. A lot of them play on PlayStation. I'm thinking he's confusing the two. His community that he's talking about is, hardcore PlayStation gamers that he be on Twitter. He's actually talking about casuals, right? And I do agree. Over the next 10 years, if Microsoft will have to yell to the mountaintop the benefits of playing Call of Duty on Xbox and Game Pass, they need to get that out.
It ain't gonna be that much yelling.
Yeah, I'm telling you, once the casuals figure this out, that they don't, only thing they have to do is spend $16 a month and they can have access to every Call of Duty. Hey,
hello, great migration.
Hey, let me tell you something. This is the pain, though. We finna finish this up. But this is what I was talking about earlier. Notice the tone. See how you see the tone, the monotone he's talking in. Cool, but he feels
cool but concerned.
Yeah, cool but concerned, but with a sense of urgency. He's talking with a sense of urgency, right? That PlayStation, the community in PlayStation needs to move with a sense of urgency. Because now that the deal is going through, now they want to admit they understand the magnitude of that merger. Now they want to admit it. But before, Activision they only make Call of Duty. They don't make no other games. We're not worried about that. They ain't gonna take it away from PlayStation anyway. Why should we worry? We gonna have Call of. Remember all that? We gonna have Call of Duty. They ain't gonna take it away from all the deal blocked and all this. They happy celebrate. Ain't not a smile on this motherfucking face, but he was smiling when they thought the deal was blocked. Motherfucker ain't cracked a smile, but he smiled and was one of the ones jumping for joy when they thought the deal was blocked. Well, all that y'all paying for a game y'all already got. What happened to, Microsoft ain't stupid enough to take Call of Duty off PlayStation? Well, if that's the case, why the fuck you so concerned in this video now? Because now you understand the impact of Call of Duty and all of the Call of Duty. Shout out my brother Jason Ronald and the Back Compact team. That's going to take all them old Call of Duties and the ones in the past and give them that FPS boost 4K, 60 or 120 frames per second. Imagine having all the Call of Duties from past to present get boosted to 4K, 60 to 120 frames per second. Imagine that you could go to any one, Black Ops, whatever favorite one you want. Matter of fact, imagine that at some point Microsoft give the Call of Duty IP the Master Chief Collection. Do the same for Call of Duty what they did for the Master Chief Collection. Imagine you boot up one title and you have access to multiple Call of Duties within that one title that's all running different engines, right? And you can go into multiplayer maps and select any maps from any Call of Duty that's ever been. Y'all ain't hear me, is y'all?
Bro, I've been heard you. I understand. The right on the wall.
Hey, look, now they concerned. This is the same. And shout out to my brother Bart, because he kept it real today. He kept it real, and I salute him for that. But they should have did that in the first place. And I know they was hoping for a chance that this didn't go through, but he was saying that,
if he didn't let all these people in a burning building, now they understand.
He was pretty much
now
saying
they get
that.
it.
if people is faking like this deal don't matter or it ain't gonna have no impact, he say they can block me, they complain to me all they want, but I'm just gonna be honest. This shit now
bigger than
they
Nino.
yeah now they understand. Now they understand, right? I don't expect Microsoft to go for any more first-person shooters. You have the biggest first-person shooter IPs in the world right now, all up under your umbrella. You have some of the biggest Western RPGs in the world right now, all up under your umbrella. You don't need any more first-person shooters, right?
It's time for.
I about to say if they need to cover anything, they need to cover their sports titles. That's my opinion. But
they can't do
EA
sports
looking
titles.
kind of good over there.
They won't never get EA. They will never get EA. And number one, number two, EA made them sell a sports division in order for Madden to come over to the original Xbox. It was the deal. They sold their sports division to 2K.
Oh shit.
To Take Two. They sold the Top Spin tennis, the NFL football, all their sports division, they sold that shit to Take Two.
Sega sold it Take Two.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? No, Microsoft did too. Microsoft.
No, I'm just saying that's the only thing they missing right now, bro. You got the RPGs coming in. You got the, like you said, you got the shooters. You got the.
You had East. You had East, and that's why they over in Asia right now. It has to come. We have to get the 4-360. We got to fill in the other semi-circle, right? We got two on right now with FPS Western RPGs. We have ID at Xbox. We have the indies on lock. We already involved with some of the biggest indie developing titles on our system. We don't have to worry about that. We need to head east and solidify Asia. That's why they've been in Asia for the last 3, 4, 5 months. Over there, you didn't got to deal with Square Enix. Sega already know they just need to chill a bit before next year, late next year, or go sometime around 2025. They get acquired. My mama used to always say, "I'll play too much," right? You could play with somebody for a minute, and then at some point, motherfucker gonna get tired of you playing with their emotion and whatever. Sony should have never tried to strong arm and force Microsoft out of the industry. They tried to literally dry up software, right? They tried to make it easy for Nadalia to get rid of the Xbox division. They shouldn't. They poked an animal. They bear, whatever animal you want to call them. They poked the motherfucking animal they shouldn't have poked. Because just like Everborn was saying, now they in domination mode. In that checkbook, just think, right? Just think. If you go back to that email of Warner Brothers and Valve, everybody want to talk about they didn't want to buy Nintendo. That guy wanted Phil Spencer to look into buying a Nintendo. And Phil Spencer in that email was telling them in a cool and smooth, it ain't happening. Would it be a big momentous occasion? Would it be big in my career to do so? Yes. But it ain't happening, buddy. If you go and read that email and comprehend that conversation that they was had, the guy wanted him to wait the long term to see if they'd be able to look. It ain't happening. But I'm telling you now, Sony woke up a motherfucking sleeping giant that's fully awoke, right, and that's out for blood, right. And now they FPS RPG just linked a new deal with Square Enix. Capcom learned from his ways from making Street Fighter V exclusive to PlayStation. They are purely multi-plat, right? I don't see Capcom doing anything exclusive. Maybe, semi-exclusive or something, and now Microsoft is over at Asia trying to complete the circle with JRPGs. Right? They got mobile studios through Bethesda. Have mobile studios. Now you got Activision. They have one of the biggest mobile studios on the planet in Candy Crush. They operate 11 studios under their brand. 11 mobile studios. Then if they get Sega, who just brought Angry Bird, you get Sega, who has a wealth of knowledge in console, PC, and mobile, right? You already said you want to get rid of the Windows Store and migrate the Xbox Store under the Battle.net framework and build that store integration across PC, console, and mobile. Y'all better stop playing with Microsoft, bro. Let me get what's the name here before we wrap it up. My brother Play. I always want to Play. Check the DM. Y'all better stop. Look, y'all better know what's going on. Hold on, and let me finish playing this too.
I just want to know how they feel about being misled, because y'all been blindsidely following these cats with this PS5 situation, and now, bro, the house is done. Israel is torched.
And I will always say this, one of the most pivotal points during this whole process is when Nadalia came out and he said that Microsoft was behind gaming.
Oh, yeah.
I will always say I don't think people knew how important that was.
Mm-hmm.
And he was basically saying the full resource and infrastructure of Microsoft is behind gaming.
Yep.
And now you're seeing that.
Yeah.
You're seeing that. That's why it's 75 billion ain't shit to them. They make a motherfucker damn near $1 billion a minute or some shit
why
like
I kept
that.
saying the same thing I've been saying. Skip the console. Forget the plastic. It's about the content. You have to look at who owns the content, and that's who's going to be around for the long game. Period.
Well, they make billions a day. They're not. They had 111, 115 billion in cash on hand to spend. Is even in an email about Valve and WB, and it was another studio, 3 studio, and he said we could get all 3 of them.
Yeah, you know how much is about competition. Let us
how much the fuck that would have cost all 3 of them. We'll buy all 3 of them. It's not a problem. That lets you know, right? Because you have to look at the market, right? What music, hip hop is down 40%. Other genres are down 40%.
The writer's strike.
The writer's strike. The movie industry is not really hitting on them right now. They got then DVDs and physical media in that sector is so that's going to shift the money in that aspect too, because now you're going to have to really focus on streaming in the movie theaters. And how long will the movie theaters going to be? Gaming is the biggest entertainment market in the world, and the only market that's really thriving right now, while other markets are going through shifts. Are going through shifts, right? The music industry, the movie industry. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna bring up the book industry or nothing like that. But those are 2 major industries that are going through shifts right now. Right now, in terms of the quality of music, the quality of product that's being put out in the gaming industry is thriving. You don't think that they see that? You don't think? Look, man. Look. Let me finish this. Hold on.
It's really PlayStation's title, because we buy it more than anybody else at this point.
Wait, hold on.
PC fans have found ways to hack and cheat in Call of Duty games. They don't play it as much as us, or they don't buy it as much as us. Let me put it that way. Xbox fans like Call of Duty, but they don't like it as much to buy the game anymore.
I don't know who he been talking to.
Where he get this shit?
So it's really PlayStation's title.
What?
Because we buy it more than anybody else at this point.
Casual,
if we stop buying it, even at 10 to 20%, they're going to be devastated. They acquired Activision so that they could get the revenue that Activision would normally get from the PlayStation gaming community. So all of that revenue could go into their pocket. And they have now succeeded in that plan.
Why are you crying?
Hey, Play, I sent you the link on Twitter. Yo, he said, and this is what I wanted. He's talking about the casuals. I don't consider casuals PlayStation fans or Xbox fans because casuals will play wherever their games
they
are.
want.
So wherever they want, wherever Call of Duty is, or whatever their friends are, that's where they're gonna play. So he's talking about the casuals. Where I do think PlayStation got majority of the a big portion of the casual market, but I don't consider casuals PlayStation or Xbox fan. They will go wherever their content or where they want to play their content or wherever their friends are playing their content. So him talking about it's pretty much a PlayStation. Boy, hey, Play, what's good, brother?
What's good? I got a few minutes. What's up?
What's going on, bro?
What's your perspective on today, man?
You know, it's just pretty ironic because probably here in the States, or at least amongst the gaming community, I really don't care about Friday the 13th. But that thing about to be synonymous with like this day amongst gamers, probably for like the rest of the time gaming exists because it is unbelievable. All right. And I mean unbelievable the way that this is closed out, bro.
Yeah.
Listening to Everborn and the way he was detailing out, I already thought Jim Ryan got pushed out, but I really didn't think about the details to that extent.
Yeah.
Sony might be in worse shape than we initially thought. And people keep pointing to Spider-Man. I'm like, well, you might be looking at a few trees, but looking like the rest of the forest is burning right now. All right.
Say it again.
It just ain't caught up to Spider-Man. So I think we're gonna see how big this how we're gonna see when the fruit of this deal really start coming out, what the reaction is gonna be like. Because I think they're gonna be a little more exaggerated than people are leading on. That's what I think.
I think it's catching up to Spider-Man, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
I think once they get that game in their hands and they like, bro, this is literally bit by bit of what we've been playing year in and year out with Call of Duty, with little to no growth. It's slowly creeping in. Slowly. It's like what them 1,000 cuts.
Yep.
We like almost on 99.99. God damn it. It is very close. Now, is Spider-Man gonna sell? Absolutely, but
no, Spider-Man gonna sell bucket loads.
Yeah, I'm not. I would never take that from Spider-Man. I keep saying that it's a household name, but you're going to start seeing that narrative being pumped. Like, bro, this ain't it. What else do you got in the tank? Because can't do it. Spider-Man just can't carry it.
I think what Everborn kind of broke down, and I hope y'all paid attention to what he was saying in terms of what really took place in the position that Sony in. It really defines what we've been talking about in terms of how behind Sony is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right. And even in terms of, because if you look at what Jim Ryan blew the bag on the first party games at the beginning of this generation when he could have spread them out a little bit more, right? But he wanted to rush and try to push the PS4 generation over to the PS5. But he tried but didn't succeed because first he said we believe in generations. Every PS5 game that come out is on be PS5 only to come back and renege on it. So you came out and said, look, we want these games are only going to be PlayStation 5 only because we want to move PS4 gamers over to PS5, only to turn around and say, oh, you PS4 gamers, we want y'all to come over to PS5, but you can enjoy these games on your PS4. You don't have to rush over just yet. So it's just been a lot.
They got a PS4 lineup for 2024. You can Google it. It's games releasing PS4 in 2024.
Yeah,
yeah, bro.
I just think and Everborn put it, and that's the same thing. Everything he laid out, it was the same thing we discussed, but I saw the same I was saying the same thing. That's why I didn't think when Jim Ryan, after that deal got announced, that the CMA approved, and he talking about he retiring, and people want talking about he tired. He tired of flying around. He got jet lag. Man, he been doing that for 30 years. If you listen to Jim Ryan, one interview, they asked him what he was doing before he became the president of Sony, because I think that's what he was prior to. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. But he said he used to go around and set up businesses for Sony, from employees to management to building to aspect, all that. He used to do that from the ground up. The man been flying around for the last 30-some years.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
All of a sudden he tired.
And all of a sudden he tired. No, he didn't get the job done, and he made them look bad, right?
Yep.
Then not only on top of that, you kind of neutralize anything Sony can do on the acquisition front, because now the regulators are going to be paying even more attention to this market because of you.
Facts.
At first they weren't even focused on the game at all, right? But now because of you crying over something when you should have just went to the table and negotiated with Phil and Brad and them and to get a deal and then just let this go through, you put yourself in a position that now, right, regulators, they're going to be on your ass. Best believe that the CMA, the EU, and the FTC, the next time a big acquisition going through, is going to have a more of a understanding of the industry, how things work, the markets, performance, all that. They ain't gonna miss a beat next
More
time.
loops to have to go through.
I guarantee you. And now you done gave them all your paperwork on your finances, your market share, your dominance, and all
And
of
your
that.
methods, and the methods.
Your method. You done gave them the motherfucking black book.
Man.
And at the same time you gave them the black book, like Ella said, when you could have had all of Activision, now you only come out with COD. So you give up our recipe and you short us on the deal. And we just spent $4 or $5 billion on these studios along with Bungie, right? And we haven't seen none from that because they haven't released a new IP under since.
Well, the one they getting ready to release is multiplayer, so
right.
Exactly. Even with the deal that you gave them, it was terrible.
Then you overpay for Bungie, right? And then you allow them to finesse us, right?
Man.
Because you definitely got finesse, right?
2 times.
Because you allowed them to come in and say, look, we're not under PlayStation, we're under Sony, right? Even though we're under Sony, we're operating as our own entity. Independently, we can make our own decisions. You have no say so over what we can do, where we can put our games, or anything like that. If you try to come in and force something to break up in our contract, we have the ability to leave your ass.
Facts.
Right? We have the ability to leave your ass, and we're telling you that everything we do from here on out is going to be multi-platform. You didn't buy Bungie. You was just a bank, and you just loaned them some money.
Man.
You loaned them some money, so you got finesse. That's the reason why Phil, and then Phil had a cheaper deal. They only wanted $2 billion from Phil, and they asked for the same thing, but Phil like, nah, we ain't finna.
Cool.
You want all this money? You want us to give you $2 billion and then not have no say so or control?
No
of what
say
you
so?
do?
Oh yeah.
Oh hell no! Get your ass up out of here. We good. Y'all gonna know that PlayStation might fall for that shit, and then they did.
Yep. Man. Hook, line, sinker.
Then you go and spend money on some of the most expensive lawyers in the world to try to block this deal and didn't succeed.
Yep.
And didn't succeed. Shit crazy. Let me get these super chats. Let me see here. Did I get this? Oh no, I think I got that.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Okay, I got that one, and I got this one. LeBurn 98 with the $5. Companies retain valuable CEOs at all costs. Seize field promotion, seat at the table. If Jim was so valuable, Sony would have solved the travel issue. Hey, you got a point. Shout out to Gamer McFly, been a member for 5 months. We appreciate y'all for staying 10 toes down. King Webb with the $2. Disney will kill EA products to push their own. Not necessarily. Not necessarily, because Disney dealing with money issues. They need that gaming revenue. They need EA to come in and maximize their IP, and they wouldn't kill a Madden. Madden is a motherfucking money maker.
Yeah.
FIFA, well, it ain't FIFA no more, but they soccer game is a motherfucking money maker. They wouldn't kill that. Max, my brother Max City Entertainment, one of the baddest bots of the land with $5. Kyle will move that mountain. Shout out to the bot gang. We taking over. They don't want to believe it. Yes, sir. And Jack's 82, $2 post. You kept us informed on all ABK. Thank you. No problem, brother. No problem. But we're here now. And one of the things that was, this shit still feels surreal. Like this shit is actually done.
Yeah.
This shit is done. It's closed. They closed that. I would say this. They closed that shit fast.
Yeah, they ain't wait no time. They ain't
Bro,
wait no time.
2 years?
No, not two. I'm talking about
when they got approved.
From the CMA saying we approve and we grant Microsoft to close the ABK deal whenever they want.
Send that paperwork in. That paperwork was already done.
Hey,
Chris, be ready to go.
Bro,
we ain't playing with y'all.
Bro, they closed that shit within hours.
Bro, this probably confirmed. This is probably confirmed while you saying what's that damn game? Diablo 4 supposed to come in and all that. Yeah, let's roll.
Hey,
the next direct show finna be crazy. Did you hear me?
That's what we're gonna end with. That's what we're gonna
end with. The next showcase finna be crazy.
Next showcase could be legendary.
I'm already hearing about a World of Warcraft or Warcraft supposed to be revealed at what's the next show?
No, I'm talking about we're talking about the next Xbox showcase, the next direct.
Like the next direct probably maybe gonna be February or something like that.
But I'm saying like even I'm hearing that Blizzard already got shit in the works, like the show the next month.
Yep. This is
we get shows before the showcases.
Like you finna get an onslaught of nothing but content. Like, yo, y'all want the games? Here you go.
Xbox is literally at a point where
from A to Z with a clean roadmap.
Just like Hi-Fi Rush. Hi-Fi Rush wasn't revealed at a big showcase. It was like a
it was on a direct joint.
No, they just shadow dropped it.
Yeah, they shadow dropped it.
But they're in a position where they can shadow drop titles and then still have a big showcase.
Bruh.
You got ponies out here with whole Xbox outfits on.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna get
I'm the type of cats y'all can't trust, bro, man. You see these cats that had their narrative at one point of saying Xbox is trash. I don't see the direction they going. I can't, bro. And this man turned around now got a whole Xbox T-shirt on.
They even said he turned off the PlayStation light in the background.
Bro, he turned his light off.
The PlayStation light off. Bro had that shit looked brand new too. The shirt, the hat. You know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy, man. I told Z, man, all of them, they was over there talking shit about me, man, talking about some the deal was dead. Z did all them shows. I know what he did it for, but man, look, Z,
you gonna driving for a coin, but now look at you. All these dumbass narratives y'all out here pumping. Yeah, bro. Like he said, his integrity always in question, nigga.
Yeah, that's the bro. Bro gonna do what he do.
He gonna do what he do. With that nigga Jada, boy, my God.
That brother, he tried.
I asked them niggas. Yeah, I think I asked him yesterday. I'm like, bro, ain't y'all tired of being wrong all the time? Don't y'all want to be right sometime with what y'all be capping and cooning for, bro? Like, this is crazy.
Yes, sir. But man, we finna get out of here, man. My brother play, man.
Hey, you know, it's funny to me because they own Quake, Halo, Doom, COD, that's like Overwatch. Like they own like
the FPS
major
market.
FPS like games, like the legendary, like the ones that have history.
Yeah.
The only one they don't own is pretty much Battlefield, and that joint is looking real bad from the last one.
And they did.
So, they even got dealings with EA with the Game Pass situation. So it's like they still got that.
Yeah.
Bro, they did this shit so smooth. And just think about this. I literally think that and content wise, that Microsoft intentionally held back content.
I think they did too.
From first party, from Bethesda. Look, we're gonna keep a low profile until this deal is done.
Yep.
Right. We don't want to give the regulators no ammunition and anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Starfield was huge, and the way it came out to the critics, it kind of helped in this situation because Starfield was a big title that was used out throughout this whole process, right?
Yep.
So now, if you look at the trailer that Eva was talking about, you ain't seen it, right, Mello?
Yeah, I just seen. I played it on the show.
So, if you look at that trailer, when I watched that trailer, it gave me a sense of. So now we ready to fuck some shit up.
Oh yeah,
that and what?
That's what I got from. That's what I got from that trailer. Like,
we have all the games that you know and love. Granted, yes, we want new IPs, but all of the legacy titles that people go out and flock to, that been raised up on, they're under our umbrella, bro, and we coming strong with them,
bro.
Like
that
crazy.
Shit gave me. We're about to fuck some shit up, vibes.
I know the Sekiro was on there. And they don't own that game, right? They don't own Activision doesn't own it.
They own the publishing rights.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I think they own the rights to no, that's Tenchu. I think Tenchu 1 through 3 or something like that, and then 3 or 1 through 4, and then From Software got the rights to the last one, I think, if I'm not mistaken. From what people said. We'll see though.
They had that trailer ready, bro. They had that joint ready.
Crispy 4K.
Facts. So we finna see. I can't wait what trickulates over the next couple of days. They probably chill this weekend. People probably relax. Some probably even go on vacation after all this shit. But when they get back, I think over the next couple of weeks, or even over the next month, we'll get when the roundtable or the town hall is going to occur, and we'll go from there. But I'm telling you, this is a game changer. This is for the change the industry. You can. Well, I haven't heard this in months. Probably in the last year or so. The Xbox don't have no games. You notice you don't hear that no more, right? You notice you don't hear that. Not as much though.
Yeah, I still hear from I hear from the slow people, the ones that eat paint chips, like them cats. I hear from them time to time, but
majority of what you hear is Xbox is dog shit now. It's trash.
Yeah,
right.
But that and they still in third place, yada yada yada.
Yeah, that third place shit and all that. They last place, yeah. But you rarely hear them say Xbox ain't got no games. You can't say that shit no more, motherfucker. We got all the big shit over here. You feel me? We got all the big shit, and then you got studios that's still cooking. Still cooking, and I think
don't miss that chat. Don't miss the chat.
If you remember what Philnium said this past, what was that? When he said Starfield is the title, that's gonna kick shit off. They pretty much said that Starfield is going to be the title that kicks shit off, and that they're in a position to drop an Xbox game every quarter, right? I think between now and 2024, I think 2024 is going to be the year Xbox is going to be very present. I don't want to say dominant just yet, but they will be very present.
I'm doubling down.
And they have the ability to be dominant because you got Avowed, you got Hellblade 2, you got another Call of Duty releasing that year, you got Towerborn, then there's other unannounced titles that we don't even know about. Maybe some titles from second and third party, maybe some other first party titles that might get released that year. And I just named 4.
Yeah.
Right? 4. So
that's what I'm saying. We already got 4 in the tuck. They already said we dropping 1 AAA game per quarter, and then you still got the indies, AA's, and our third party dealing that's involved with Game Pass.
Yeah.
It's an onslaught of games, literally.
Onslaught, man.
It's
man. We want to thank y'all. We're 3 hours in. We want to thank y'all for pulling up, showing out. We want to thank y'all for being loyal to the platform. I know y'all ain't seen us in a while, but y'all showed up. We got up to like 190, 180, 190 some people watching today. It's always a pleasure to see y'all come out in droves. I want to thank everybody in the chat.
Super chat.
We get another super chat?
We got one shot.
Okay, let me see. Let me check. Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
Fellas, I appreciate y'all having me on.
Shout out Top Shotter with the $10. Sony getting squeezed from all angles. They had to agree with SAG and WGA, SAG and WGA for more money with their movie studios. It's about to get more expensive for Sony to make their movies like games. Yes, it is. That's why Jim Ryan was fishing for revenue. That's why he was trying to throw as many of them live service games at the wall to see what stick. One of these games got to be a hit. These games got to be a revenue generator. They might not generate on the scale of Call of Duty, but we need something to generate. We need something. Yeah, so Sony is in a very fickle position. Microsoft is about to hit a $3 trillion market cap at some point. So yeah, it's definitely things definitely is on the up and up and starting to change. All right. So you guys have a good one, man. We'll see you all. We'll be back here tomorrow. I'm gonna make sure we'll be back here tomorrow. Okay. And I'll try to get as many people on there and have a big old panel. And then we're going to hear from y'all tomorrow, too, to see what y'all feel about what took place today. So I'm going to give y'all a chance to process everything tonight. So we out of here. Peace.
It's been crazy, man. But you got to go through something to get to something, you know? Whatever that something is, yeah, you back locked in, let's go. Got it out the mud with the cards that was dealt. Cause I fear wasted life more than I fear death, yeah. That's why I never worry about a flight plan. Cause when you up, you never ask when the flight land. Southside of Shy still alive, so I beat the odds. Tempted by the devil, but made my peace with God. We beat that odd. The nights was cold, it was cheap to scar. That sleep was hard. Depression had me locked, could see the bars. Faith and prayer helped me see the mom. Couple guys I had to take off on them. Shit's different when they trying to pull a take off on you. Set the table for niggas and set my plate aside. So when you see me feeling mass, know that it's justified. When niggas get the buck and I get the pesticide. Jungle full of gorillas who let the pests inside. No object formed against me shall be weaponized. That's why the guys pull up like an exercise and press the bench when they woofing from the sidelines. Yeah.
Trying to find my way out. Life is such a precious thing.
So precious.
Hoping that you stay there.
You know what though?
Yeah. And we find